Now today, of course, is Father's Day, and in the spirit of this day, we went to the Phillies for some of their memories of the special times they spent with their fathers. We begin with Phillies announcer Chris Wheeler.
I was, as you can imagine, was a baseball rat at Connie Mack Stadium. I played Little League, Babe Ruth League, American Legion, everything you could play, and my dad was always a big part of that. Unfortunately, I lost him when I was only 19, so, you know, we haven't been able to go to a ball game for a long time, but I always thought how much he would have enjoyed what happened to me, that I was able to spend my life around baseball, because he enjoyed it so much, and I think he helped foster my love for it.
All right, Wheels. Now, when Phillies Weekly comes right back, we'll head into the den with Glenn Wilson. This week, our fearless reporter reaches a whole new level in announcing. But first, here's this week's trivia question. Baltimore's Cal Ripken is baseball's Iron Man with a record of 2,632 consecutive games played. But which player holds the Phillies' Iron Man mark? Think about it, and we'll have the answer later on as Phillies Weekly continues after this.
I thought dating again would be tough.
He's cute. Is he younger than me?
Maybe getting rid of my gray hair was just what I needed.
Just for men. More than a hair color, it's a hair rejuvenator. Gray hair is shampooed away in 5 easy minutes. Vitamin Enriched Just for Men brings back a thicker, healthier, natural look.
I wonder how I did tonight.
Would you like to come in?
Just for Men, the Rejuvenator.
Toyota Edition Big Event. This month at your Toyota dealer, it's all about big savings on trucks. With 5.9% APR financing up to 5 years on Tacomas and Tundras. 5.9 financing. Imagine 5.9 financing on Toyota trucks. And on Tundra, $750 cashback, $750 on a full-size Tundra, $750. Wow. How'd they do?
Terrible! That was 18 seconds. What am I supposed to do for the rest of the commercial?
Show the trucks.
Truck!
Will you be fast enough to cash in on the savings?
I left the truck unlocked. No, his ears were a bit bigger and the nose was longer. Next thing I knew, the truck was gone.
This him, sir?
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
Can't get enough peanuts? Get a Payday. Sweet caramel and tons of salty peanuts.
Choose road. Validating tires.
BF Goodrich tires with traction advantage.
Approved.
For control you can feel. BF Goodrich tires. Take control.
It's the UPN 57 Summer Workout.
Y'all know what that means?
Your favorite comedies are making a change.
Oh, suck it now.
At 6:30, it's dancing lessons with Jamie.
Are you serious?
Living Single is working the hurdles at 7.
Oh, Ray, don't get your wig twisted.
Then at 7:30, Martin's teaching willpower.
Nobody does it better.
Get ready to laugh your way into shape with the new UPN 57 lineup.
It's all good.
Weeknights starting at 6:30 on UPN 57.
Absolutely, I can remember days with my kids, but I don't remember any specific day with Dad other than that every day was special with him back then.
Coming up, he was a big part of me in baseball. He used to coach me. He used to take me out in the yard and go to me, and just, you know, being around him and being his personality and that kind of thing definitely rubbed off on me. I remember the last time that I went to play baseball with my father. Was spent the day together on the baseball field. I think that was my best moment with my father.
Good to see John Vukovich looking well. Time now for our bi-weekly trip to the den, that is Glenn's Den. So far, Glenn Wilson has taken us shopping with Jimmy Rollins in Houston. He's taken us through the bullpen in Atlanta with Ricky Bottalico. And he revealed to us that hitting coach Richie Hebner has a day job as a clubhouse shoeshine man. This week, Glenn tries his hand and his voice at a different kind of announcing as he takes us into Glenn's Den.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Glenn's Den. I'm Glenn Wilson, and we've reached a whole new level for this week's show. Tonight, I'm the PA announcer filling in for that Dan Baker.
Prove it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Phillies, Vicente Padilla. Now batting for the Orioles, third baseman Cal Ripken Jr. What's this pitcher's name again? It ought to be a pinch hitter. Who is it?
They'll tell us. We got to wait for the guy to announce.
Yeah, point at me, Mr. Umpire, because I'm going to send you right on out of here. Center fielder, Melvin Mora. Center field. That's Zamora. Attention. Pinch hitting for the Orioles. Jay Gibbons. Now batting for your Philadelphia Phillies, the catcher, Johnny Estrada. Going back to Houston.
You know what, Joanne?
Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody puts me down. I'm a face. I wonder what's going on next door at that First Union Center. Probably nothing but a bunch of shack. Now batting, pitcher Vicente Padilla. But he does have tape. Look, he's got tape on his bat. That's good. A pitcher with tape on his bat. I like it. Tape and 2 batting gloves. Down south, you know he hit some. I can tell he hit some.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Yes! He just rips it down in the cutter. She goes. Hey, slow down. Get back. What are you doing? Scare the hell out of us. Now batting, the center fielder, number 6, Doug Linville. Now batting, number 5, left fielder, Pat Merle. Now, the B just, you didn't hear it. That's been another edition of Glenn's Den. I hope you've had as much fun as we have, and let's send it back to the studios and Ron Burke.
Thank you, Glenn. You know, we had some questions even in our studio as to whether he actually did that. Yes, he did on Friday, although I don't think the mic was open for some of the singing, or maybe all of the singing. Our thanks to Glenn. Now time for us to check in on our Phillies farm report. Another top pitching prospect had a gem of a game this past week. At Double-A Reading, Adam Walker tossed a 9-inning no-hitter Wednesday against New Haven. Walker struck out 6, walked none, 2 runners reached base on errors. In the outing before that no-no, Walker pitched a complete game, 1-hit shutout. The 6'7" left-hander has faced 59 straight batters without allowing a hit. Let's check out some other prospects in our Papa John's Key Ingredients to Success report. Speaking of top pitching prospects at AAA Scranton, Brandon Duckworth won again this past week. He's now 8-2 with an ERA south of 3. Duckworth has 95 strikeouts and 92+ innings. At Double-A Reading, outfielder Marlon Byrd continues to see a rise in his average and power numbers. Byrd leads the RFILs in both the home runs and RBI categories. And at Single-A, Clearwater, second baseman Chase Utley leads that team with 9 home runs and his 31 ribbies, 2 behind the team leader. Up next on Phillies Weekly, Hal Bodley will take us around the majors. And this week, a dash of Philly flavor as Bill Giles is honored by the league. Details are on deck.
Jamie Bohan owns a Hyundai Sonata.
We looked at consumer ratings and all of the features that came with the vehicle.
This is Jamie's second Hyundai.
Very luxurious, it's very dependable.
Sonata comes with the freedom of America's best warranty and more horsepower, room, and standard features than Camry. Yet is priced thousands less. Just $14,999 with automatic transmission. The Hyundai Sonata. That's a lot more car. For a limited time, get the Sonata with automatic transmission for just $14,999.
John worked tirelessly searching for the perfect thin crust pizza. Oh, it's good, but it's not perfect.
More.
Love the crust, but... That's cute, Bo. But what evaded one of the so-called greatest minds in the pizza business was obvious to a child.
I got an idea.
And a thin crust piled high with more quality Papa John's toppings was born.
Oh, great. What took me so long? Better ingredients? Better pizza? Papa John's.
Bob, 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 Bob.
There's only one Bob.
Bob, 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 Bob.
But the tool experts at Sears Tool Territory are so knowledgeable, you can think of them as virtual Bobs.
Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Tool Territory, where tools and tool experts rule.
So he keeps calling you.
26 times since Tuesday.
And what do you say?
Not a word.
What about his stuff?
I don't know. Maybe I'll sell it.
It is a very nice car. What if he wants it back? Like he'll ever find me.
Verizon puts together the world's most powerful technologies so you can do whatever you want. Verizon.
When I was little, when I was watching play baseball, he always tell me, that's how you want to be, that's what you have to do and everything. And he always, play around with me after the game. We just get on the field and run the base and get dirty and the stuff. So I think it's one of the best things that I always remember about my father.
Before my dad passed away, when I was growing up, he used to take me to William Land Park in Sacramento, and during the summertime play baseball. He would, on a weekend, we'd stay out there 8 hours. That stands out in my mind because he was never too tired to go out there and try to get me better and give me the knowledge that he learned when he played baseball and try to pass it on to me.
A special day for fathers, certainly, and at the vet, the Phillies are gifting the men with a cap. Every male 15 and older that attends today's game between the Phillies and the Orioles receives this Philadelphia Phillies cap commemorating the team start back in 1883. All right, young and old alike, baseball has been a way over the years for fathers and sons to bond, and parents and children likewise. And now we check out the baseball scene outside of Philadelphia. Labor negotiations are continuing. Bill Giles is in the news, and the Texas Rangers are looking to save money. Yeah, the same Rangers that have committed $252 million to one player. For more, here's Hal Bodley, and he's going to take us around the majors.
Baseball's owners met last week in Pittsburgh, and when Commissioner Bud Selig was asked about the status of labor negotiations, he became quite testy. He said, "You'll not know when they start, and you'll not know anything until there's something to know." I think that's really the wrong approach. Selig is so paranoid about owners and executives talking about labor negotiations, he's threatening to fine them $1 million for breaking the gag order. Fans are interested in what's happening with labor because they pay the bills. Baseball should be open and tell everyone what's happening when it comes to these labor negotiations. Congratulations to Phillies chairman Bill Giles, who was appointed honorary National League president last week. This is a great honor for Bill, whose father, the late Warren Giles, was league president from 1951 to 1969. The position of league president was eliminated in 1999 when baseball reorganized its ivory tower. Pirates owner Kevin McClatchy told me during the meetings he'll start interviewing general manager candidates this week. McClatchy says he's looking for somebody with ability to build a strong minor league system to succeed the fired Cam Bountify. The Detroit Tigers, concerned about when third baseman Dean Palmer will recover from a shoulder injury, are looking for a third sacker. They might make first baseman Tony Clark, who's eligible for salary arbitration next winter, available. Look for the Texas Rangers to get rid of Ken Caminiti before August the 15th. That would save them $5.5 million under terms of his contract. Kevin Brown, the Los Angeles Dodgers ace, who's been on the disabled list since June 4th, may not return until after the July 10th All-Star game. The irritated nerve in Brown's neck hasn't responded to treatment. Privately, the Dodgers are very, very concerned. Boston general manager Dan Duquette at the owners' meetings says he thought the worst when pitcher Pedro Martinez suffered shoulder problems last weekend against the Phillies. Now it appears Martinez will miss just one start if all goes well and not go on the disabled list. Zany Chicago White Sox pitcher David Wells has started a psychological battle with Yankees owner George Steinbrenner, trying to call the boss's bluff. Wells, who expects to be traded but would like to remain with the White Sox, says Steinbrenner isn't serious about getting the left-hander back. Stat of the week: how can it not belong to the big unit, Arizona's Randy Johnson? In Thursday's 3-2 victory over the Cubs, Johnson struck out 11 batters to take over 10th place on the all-time list with 3,199 Ks. In that game, he threw 16 pitches, 98 miles an hour, 3 at 99, and 1 at 100. I'm Hal Bodley, and you've been around the majors.
Thank you, Hal. Up next, Barry Bonds currently is 12 games ahead of Mark McGwire's historic home run pace from 2 seasons ago. Barry's blasts and those of some others are coming up as Phillies Weekly rolls on.
Your house could talk. What would it say?
I'm the house I am because of the tools he uses. Look at him. He even looks like a pro.
The tools you buy at Lowe's are the ones the professionals use. Names like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Porter Cable. Because Lowe's understands the value of the right tool for the right job.
No wonder I'm the best-looking house on the block.
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Now through Father's Day, celebrate Tool Days at Lowe's with up to 50% savings on select tools. Even though we just turned 60, we're still climbing mountains, trekking through forests, and playing in the mud. And now we're celebrating that heritage during the Jeep Anniversary event. Get a $1,000 cash allowance and 0% APR financing when you buy a Grand Cherokee. Or returning Daimler Chrysler lessees with preferred credit can lease one for just $299 a month. So come celebrate our great past. It'll make for an exciting future. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
In a world where rivalries are a way of life.
Thought we had an agreement. You stay away, I stay away.
You have to be willing to risk everything.
It's our world, please believe. See, come on, y'all ain't feeling. Y'all don't like, y'all ain't feeling. Y'all don't like, y'all don't know who's steady.
The Fast and the Furious. Rated PG-13 at theaters Friday.
And now the answer to this week's trivia question. The Phillies player that holds the record for consecutive games played is the one and only Tilden Comet, Richie Ashburn, who played 730 in a row. Now, of course, Whitey was not known for his home run prowess. He had just 29 round trippers and 8,365 career at-bats. But one of the players in this week's home runs of the week already has surpassed that total. And we're not even at the All-Star break. His name, you certainly know, Barry Bonds. But he has company this week, so sit back and enjoy the best of the long ball from around Interleague Week in Major League Baseball.
Not so much anymore.
Oh, tell me with a rocket to right, that one doesn't have a chance.
Carlos Delgado laces this to right center field, and that ball is gone. Fly ball hit well to left. Young with his back to the infield looking up, and it is gone. Todd Helton has just hit a 3-run homer.
Hernandez setting away, and Bonds hits one well to left. Going back to Stamen. It is out of here. Down the right field line, out of here. He's got another one.
Gonzalez sends it deep into right center field. Got under it. Will it stay in the ballpark? Cedeno leaps. It's gone.
Situation. J.D. Drew bombs away.
And that sends us to the tote board. Barry Bonds is homering every 5.6 at-bats. Leads the National with 36. Luis Gonzalez of Arizona sits 9 back. The Colorado duo of Todd Helton and Larry Walker remain near the top of the leaderboard with a combined 43. J.D. Drew and Albert Pujols power the Cardinals, while Sammy keeps slamming for the Cubs. In the AL, Manny Ramirez tops the list with 21, and it might not be too early to start saying Triple Crown and Ramirez in the same sentence. He leads the AL in hitting at 356 and is second in ribbies, just 4 shy of Brett Boone. Carlos Delgado is 1 back of Manny with 20. A-Rod and Jim Thome are 2 back at 19, and Raffy Powell rounds out our list with 18 home runs so far. That is a wrap for Phillies Weekly on this Father's Day. Stay tuned to UPN 57 for the series finale between the Phils and the O's from the vet. For now, I'm Ron Burke for the entire Phillies Weekly crew. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the game and the day.
These guys are killing us. 4 new clients in 1 week.
Just came out of nowhere.
You guys side up overnight?
They can't be doing it all on the net.
I wonder how they handle all those calls.
Wonder if they're accepting resumes.
Verizon puts together the world's most powerful technologies so you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Verizon.
Toyota Edition big event. This month at your Toyota dealer, it's all about big savings on trucks. Add SUVs with a $359 a month lease on 4Runner, $359 a month for 36 months, $3,008 to its signing plus taxes and fees, $359 or cash in on the great financing on Highlander. What terrific deals! Wow, how'd they do?
Terrible! Those 18 seconds. What am I supposed to do for the rest of the commercial?
Show the trucks.
Trucks!
And SUVs.
Will you be fast enough to cash in on the savings?
If you keep dogging it, we're going to run all night. Now let's go.
What if stopping was as hard for you as it is for your car? Treat your car right with quality Raybestos brakes installed from just $69.99. All you need to know is where to go. Pet Boy.
How close a shave can you get? Look at that shave. That's total closeness, even on the tough spots. Introducing the new Remington TCT, specially designed to get the tough spots. The new Remington TCT. Total closeness or your money back.
Today's game is brought to you by the letter B, where the bats have been totally ablaze. The bench continues to provide a needed bounce, and the bullpen has returned to the way it was before. They've turned an otherwise long and wet weekend into something beautiful. Good afternoon, everyone, from Veterans Stadium. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Final game of the series, the Phils and the Baltimore Orioles. The sun is out here at the Vet today. And a happy Father's Day to all you dads watching. Harry Callis along with Chris Wheeler and Larry Anderson. And the Phillies, even though it was a long and rainy night last night, still offensively were awesome again, Wheels.
They were, Harry. I mean, the last two games, you wonder, where did all this come from? It's baseball. You'll never figure it out. They couldn't get a hit in Tampa Bay, and now the Orioles can't get them out. Johnny Estrada hit that big home run to tie the game, and then up comes Brian Hunter off the bench. He hits a long pinch hit home run. Phillies now 5 pinch hit home runs. They just kept it going. Jimmy Rollins continued his hitting streak with a 3-run home run. That got that pitcher Brea sent to the minor leagues after that. 2 games here. They've fallen behind early in both of them, and look at the numbers that they put up. They batted around 3 times. They've gotten walks with the bases loaded. Everything you can think of has happened positively, and the most unbelievable part of it is their starters have gone 4 1/3 and 4 2/3, and they've won easily. You figure it out.
And the bullpen really struggled on the last trip to Boston and Tampa Bay, but these 2 games, the bullpen has been great, L.A.
Well, it's something that we saw early in the season, Harry, where they really had a lot to do with the Phillies getting off to a great start. But you're right, they did struggle. But in these 2 games, especially I think important was last night, Ricky Vitalico going 2 innings just for his confidence. He went through a stretch where he was saying, I just don't feel right out there. Part of it was he wasn't used as much, getting behind, and he wasn't used. And that can be a problem. But you see last night, 5 hits in 9 innings they were out. The last 2 nights, no runs. They've only walked 2 and struck out 7. 5th in the National League in ERA at 3.72. If they get back Wayne Gomes, and they say he should be back soon with the way Santiago's pitching, everybody goes back to the form they were before. I think they'll get back to where they were early in the season.
Pitching matchup for this afternoon's game. Amari Telemaco on the mound for the Phils. He'll be opposed by Jose Mercedes for the Baltimore Orioles. Dads are in attendance today. It is Father's Day. Hope you're having a pleasant day, and we'll be back with starting lineups right after these messages. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. By Mellon, a wealth of solutions. And by Independence Blue Cross. You deserve it.
If you're one who loves the great wide open, Chevy Impala gives you more room than Honda Accord and Toyota Camry, plus seating for up to 6. Impala also earned the highest U.S. government safety rating, 5 stars in front crash testing for both driver and front passenger. Lease a 2001 Impala for as low as $259 a month with $1,734 due at signing. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. So now you can have a room with a view that's easier to afford. Impala at your Chevy dealer. We'll be there.
When you've helped generate generations of investors chart their long-term success, you gain a certain perspective. That perspective is reflected in Franklin Templeton's range of growth funds. There's one to fit your needs, however they may be growing. If your house could talk, what would it say?
I'm the house I am because of the tools he uses. Look at him. He even looks like a pro.
The tools you buy at Lowe's are the ones the professionals use. Names like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Porter Cable. Because Lowe's understands the value of the right tool for the right job.
No wonder I'm the best-looking house on the block.
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Now through Father's Day, celebrate Tool Days at Lowe's with up to 50% savings on select tools.
Are you ready to ask your doctor about Viagra?
I'm ready. Ready as anybody can be. I'm ready. Ready as anybody can be.
Get ready. Ask your doctor if a free sample of Viagra is right for you.
Well, I'm ready for you. I hope you're ready for me.
Back at Veterans Stadium, blue skies overhead. The Phillies have taken the field for the final game of this series. Mike Hargrove's starting lineup for Baltimore will have Brady Anderson in right field leading off, Brian Roberts shortstop at second, David Segui first base hitting third, Jeff Conine at third base bats fourth, Chris Richard in center field hits fifth, Jay Gibbons left field batting sixth, Jerry Hairston at second base hits seventh, Brooke Fordyce the catcher batting eighth, and Jose Mercedes the pitcher batting ninth. Defensively for the Phils, Scott Rowland at third, Jimmy Rollins shortstop, Marlon Anderson at second, Travis Lee at first, Johnny Estrada catching, Pat Burrell in left, Doug Glanville in center, Bobby Abreu at right, 27-year-old Amari Telemaco on the mound.
Telemaco making his 13th start, 5-2 ERA, just under 4.5, a hit an inning, 24 walks, and 50 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 267 off of Telly. Righties and lefties pretty close to the same. Last start against the Devil Rays, struggled a little bit in that start. 6 1/3 innings, gave up 9 hits and 6 runs in a 9-5 loss.
Weather this afternoon is pleasant, a little bit of wind up there. It's going to be a factor, but it's dry, 73 degrees. Winds are 17 miles per hour, gusting a little higher than that. So they might be a factor. This is our first look in this series at veteran Brady Anderson, who's hitting at 208. 4 homers, he has knocked in 20. One strike to Brady Anderson. Umpires this afternoon, Chris Guccione behind the plate, Matt Hollowell at first base, Eric Cooper at second, Brian Gorman at third. One ball and one strike to Brady Anderson.
And if the flags are any indication what they usually are, the ball should be carrying out pretty well to left field today.
Pulled in with a good off-speed pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brady Anderson had quite a year in '96. Played in the All-Star game here at the Vet, hit 50 home runs that year. 35 of them as a leadoff man, and he goes down swinging.
Another good slider there by Telemaco. Something when he's on, he is filthy with that thing. It just got a tight spin and just bottoms out right at the last minute. Good pitch by Telly.
They'll bring on Brian Roberts, the switch hitting shortstop. Hitting .357 since his call-up. Sitting .267 at Rochester. 23-year-old out of the University of North Carolina. 1 ball and no strikes.
Pretty good-looking young shortstop.
Yeah, he is. Tops it foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a lady on the elevator today, Grace Murphy, was celebrating her 102nd birthday.
Wow.
Today. 102. Here's a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's Grace Murphy celebrating her 102nd birthday. Serves it in the left center field for a hit. Glanville cuts it off and will hold Roberts to a single. So Roberts is a 1-out base runner. He'll have to be watched. He stole 23 bases while at Rochester. And David Segui will be the batter. Segui hitting at .295. His 4th home run of the year here last night. He has knocked in 21. Cholette, soon to be 78. 70 years a fan of the A's and the Phillies. Early birthday wishes to Carol Cholette from his son Bill and from us. One ball and no strikes to David Segui.
Segui trying to knock out a little hole for himself in that batter's box with his bat. You don't see that too often, but he might be wearing rubber shoes on this turf, and that might be the reason.
Well, gets through Estrada, moving up to second base as Roberts. So Roberts in scoring position. Probably be a wild pitch.
Well, he's sitting outside. Tully throws this ball way inside, and tough catch there for Estrada. Hit the end of his glove, but a long ways to reach for it.
They're going to score a pass ball, evidently.
That would be the first one, isn't it? First pass ball for the Phillies catchers this year, I believe.
I think that's true. He balls it a strike to Segui. Now Segui is not at all comfortable in that batter's box, and so plate umpire Chris Guccione, the young umpire, calls Brian Gorman down, and might have to have the ground crew come out.
The ground crew might have to come out and dig a hole for him.
At this point, as Whiteness would say, let's see how that hitter feels on his back. He doesn't. He doesn't like. Pounding ball to second base. Marlon Anderson will throw out David Segui. And on the play, Roberts moves up to third base.
And he's probably going to come back and complain a little bit about that batter's box. That rain just, I mean, it came down a torrential downpour here by the time we left the stadium last night, and the ground crew was even around second base with the wetback trying to soak up some of the water.
Jeff Conine is hitting at .306, 7 homers, 36 RBIs. He's played all 3 games, all of them at a different position. Played Friday night in right field, last night in left field, and today at third base.
Very valuable player.
Yeah, he really is. He's carved out quite a career for himself. He was a 58th round draft pick of Kansas City in '87, and he's a member of the '97 World Champs, Florida Marlins. And Cal Ripken getting the day off after the long night last night. 2-0 Baltimore. Tremendous home run. Jeff Conine, his 8th of the year. And the O's jump to a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. That's his second career home run off Telemaco in 4 at-bats.
Only 2 hits he has off a Tellier home run. Looks like a fastball, a sinker that just didn't get in enough and down enough.
And Baltimore does not hit many home runs. That's only their 55th. Last in the American League in homers. Only Cincinnati in the majors has hit fewer than the O's. Grounded foul, 0-2 the count to Chris Richard. He's hitting at .269. Got him from the St. Louis Cardinals in the Mike Timlin deal. One ball and 2 strikes.
Orioles with 6 home runs this series. You said, Harry, they don't hit many home runs, but they've gotten them here.
Chased the high pitch did Richard. He goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Telemaco, but the Orioles put 2 on the board on the 2-run homer by Conine. 2 hits, no errors, and none left. After 1/2, Baltimore 2, and the Phillies are coming to bat.
Sure doesn't taste this good in New York.
You up here on vacation?
No. Lunch.
Introducing the 260 horsepower Acura TL Type S.
Now at Taco Bell, experience the excitement of the Tomb Raider movie when you play the Tomb Raider Instant Win game. Win instantly or match pictures on game piece triangles and win. And now when you get a new grilled stuffed burrito, you get big, bold, sizzling flavor and another chance to play.
I saw that.
Tomb Raider. See it in theaters. Play it at the Bell.
Fireworks in the sky. Fireworks on the field. Now, that's a bargain. Melon Fireworks after both games, June 29th and 30th. Call 215-463-1000.
Baltimore got 2 in the top of the first. Phillies batting in the bottom half. Larry Bowa is starting lineup, the same as it has been. Doug Glanville center field. Jimmy Rollins shortstop. Bobby Abreu right field. Scott Rowland third base. Pat Burrell left field. Travis Lee first base. Johnny Estrada catching. Marlon Anderson second base. And Amari Telemaco pitching. Defensively for the O's, Jeff Conine at third, Brian Roberts shortstop, Jerry Harrison at second, David Segui at first. Brooke Fordyce is the catcher, Jay Gibbons in left field, Chris Richard in center, Brady Anderson in right, 30-year-old Jose Mercedes on the mound.
Mercedes really not picking up where he left off last year, really struggling. 1-8 with a 6.15 ERA. Almost 100 hits in 79 innings. He's walked 28, struck out 58, while opponents are hitting 306 off him. Right-handers well above 300, left-handers just under. He's in fastball in the high 80s. Command and control have been a problem for him this year. He'll mix in a little cutter. It's a late break and like a tight slider, changes speeds. Last year, the second half, the Phillies beat him last year 13-4. He gave up 9 runs, only 6 earned in 3 innings. But after that, in the second half of the season, he led the American League in wins with 11 and was third in ERA behind Pedro Martinez of Boston and Barry Zito of Oakland.
And despite his not good numbers here this year, he has pitched 2 complete games. And I'm sure that Mike Hargrove is hoping that he can go deep in the game after what's happened to his bullpen in this series.
Well, they brought up ex-Phil Calvin Maduro. See losing streaks. Albie Lopez with 8, Ricard with 7, Mercedes with 6.
Only Albie Lopez has more losses in the American League than Mercedes 8. 1 ball and 1 strike to Doug Glanville, who's hitting at .271. Handles it straight back. Send our very best wishes to great Phillies fan Pat Hubick in the Wilmington Hospital in Wilmington, Delaware. Miss seeing Pat around the ballpark, and God bless you, Pat. Thoughts and prayers are with you. 1-2 to Doug Glanville. Fluked foul down the right field side. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Ball shortstop. Roberts throws out Glanville. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Brian Hunter's father, Lee, flown in by the Phillies this weekend as a part of the Father's Day promotion. Lee Hunter's name was picked out of a hat that contained all the players' names. By coincidence, today is Cat Cure Day for the fight against prostate cancer, and Lee Hunter is a prostate cancer survivor. Ryan, one of the Phillies players, wearing the blue wristbands for Cap Cure Day. Lee Hunter I got a chance to meet earlier this year. Fine gentleman. Ryan got a big pinch hit home run for his dad last night. Gave the Phillies the lead for good.
Yep.
2 balls and no strikes to Jimmy Rollins.
He crushed that ball, too. There he is.
Pinch hit twice in the same inning. You got a homer and a single.
You don't see that often. The Phillies sent 13 to the bat that inning. To the plate, I should say.
Ground ball. Segui has it to Mercedes covering. Rollins retired. 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
Well, Mercedes' numbers are not that good, but 6 of his last 9 starts, he's given up 3 earned runs or less. A couple games he gave up 8 runs in 1 game and 6 in a couple others. Part of the reason for that high ERA.
Brings up Bobby Abreu. Bobby hitting at .269. He leads the Phils in homers with 12 and in RBIs with 45. Two 2-0 Baltimore. We are in the first inning. 1-0 to Bobby Abreu. Courageous lady Terry Ringer of Flemington, New Jersey, celebrating a 50th birthday today. Wishes from husband Gene and from us to Terry Ringer. 1 ball and 1 strike to Abreu.
Good series for Bobby. 4 for 8 with the bomb, 3 ribbies, and walked 4 times.
2 balls and a strike. Base hit, center field. And Bobby Abreu is a 2-out base runner. And the Phillies have been running. Even though they're behind, it's not going to stop them from running. They lead the league in steals with 69. Bobby has 16 of those 69. Comes on Scott Rowland. Rowland hitting at .263.
50 of those 69 coming with the first 3 guys in the lineup.
But Fordyce, the O's catcher, has thrown out 13 of 50. And a real good percentage.
You see Mercedes there. We'll use a slide step, and that's going to help Fordyce a little bit. You see Phillies 11 ahead of Cincinnati in the stolen base race.
Only team in the majors with more steals than the Phils. Those Bronx Bombers have stolen 77.
Wow.
And Knobloch leads the American League in the steals, and got that Soriano that runs. 2 balls and no strikes to Scott Rowland. Benjamin Solomon of Philadelphia will be 92 years of age tomorrow. Local attorney Benjamin Solomon goes back to the Baker Bowl days. Really happy birthday to Benjamin.
See the wind, that right field foul pole, looks like they might have tightened it up a little bit. It was blowing like crazy.
Ball's behind Rowland, 3-1. Waiting on deck. Line drive foul.
Broke his bat. I think he got out in front of that a little bit off the end of his bat.
Hit hard and yet broke his bat, so he gets a new WAR club, and Abreu will be taking off from first with 2 outs.
I'd like to see him there. Get out there, 3-1 count, and be aggressive and turn on that fastball, and he does.
Full count to Rowland. He fouls it down the right field side.
So he's got some new makeup, too. Using that blue, I guess you can't call it eye black now. You call it eye blue.
Well, that's the Cap Cure.
Thought that was wristbands.
Well, they do have wristbands, and they also have Cap Cure to be put on. Pat Burrow has his on his wrist. Rowland evidently putting it as the...
He's got it on his wrist, too. Huh.
Ground ball is the foul ball. Still 3-2 to Scott Rowland. Well, you had Grace Murphy here at the ballpark celebrating her 102nd. Lily Hilpert of Media celebrating her 100th. Watching the telecast. Love from family and friends, and from us to Lily Hilpert. Works the walk. And the Phillies have 2 men on base with 2 outs for Pat Burrow.
A good at bat by Scott Rowland, too, right there. Close pitch, fastball. Runs in on Scotty. You see Fordyce tries to bring it back to the corner, get the call.
Pat Burrow hitting at .291, 8 homers. He has knocked in 36. He's the Phillies' leading hitter with runners in scoring position, batting .356 with runners in scoring position. He has faced Mercedes once and doubled off him. Pops a foul coming back and out of play.
One thing I'm sure Hargrove doesn't want to see is his pitchers walking more guys. They walked 8 in the first game and 7 last night.
Yeah, the only American League teams with fewer walks: Detroit, Kansas City, Tampa, and Texas. And not coincidentally, those are the only teams that have a higher ERA than Baltimore. Burrow now is in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes.
Burrow 0 for his last 8 with runners in scoring position, but still .356 overall.
Burrow is rung up, called out on strikes. On the outside corner, Burrow not happy with the call by Guccione, but that'll be it for the Phils. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 1, Orioles 2, Phils nothing.
Got a big meeting tomorrow, but afraid you might oversleep? Well, rest assured that we'll get you up at 555 Bell with our Liberty Bell wake-up call. Let freedom ring and wake you up with 555 Bell.
Time to wake it up, Mr. Fields. Thank you, 555 Bell.
Not buying this? Buy this instead. Bud Light, America's best-selling premium light beer.
That's 555 Bell. We'll ring your bell.
The Nissan Sentra. 35 miles per gallon highway. AAA's top car. The Nissan Xterra. 3.9% financing for up to 5 years. AAA's top SUV. How's that for getting straight A's? It's time you had the best. Get low 3.9% financing on a Nissan Sentra or the Nissan Xterra. Offers end July 5th. Nissan. Driven.
Father's Day is June 17th. And Verizon Wireless has just the gift.
Hello?
Hey, Dad. Happy Father's Day. A Motorola phone loaded with features for just $19.99. So, do you like the phone?
I love it. Your mother and I were just programming it.
Now, sign up for a year on Single Rate Northeast and get 2,000 free weekend home minutes for life, plus nationwide long distance. Verizon Wireless, connecting more people in more places. Father's Day and every day.
I don't know if this is such a good idea. Come on, we only have a few more miles to go.
What if people treated you the way you treat your car?
Suck it up! Let's go!
Treat your vehicle right with quality new truck tires from just $54.99. All you need to know is where to go. Pep Boys.
Phils have announced a special new 11-game ticket plan for the second half of the season. Pick one game from 11 of the 13 series remaining, and you'll be on board for a lot more than just great baseball. Receive options for possible Phillies postseason play. Get a jump on season tickets for next year and for priority options in the Phillies' new ballpark opening in 2004. Plus, you get a Pat Burrow bobbing head doll for free. For information on the new 11-game ticket plan, you can jump into a 300-level box seat for just $220. Call 215-463-5000 or check on the Phillies website at phillies.com. Jay Gibbons leads it off. 2 balls and no strikes to Gibbons. Gibbons hitting at .206. 24-year-old, Rule 5 pickup by the Orioles from the Toronto Blue Jays, so that needs to stay on the roster for the Orioles to keep him, and he hits a ground ball to Anderson. 1 down. Let's pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching UPN 57, WPSG-TV in Philadelphia.
Here's Jerry Hairston hitting at .277. 25-year-old's been hot this month, though. .352 in the month of June. There was some I liked about this guy, a graduate of Naperville North High School. Born in Naperville, Illinois. One gets Johnny Estrada 1 ball and 1 strike to Jerry Hairston.
Well, that ball bounced up in front of home plate and he got his hand, squeezing his hand there.
One to Hairston. This morning, Larry Boa, Tomas Perez, and Clemente Alvarez visited a group of 40 children from the Sunshine Foundation on the field. Sunshine Foundation provides relief and services for seriously ill children and their families. Tomas, Clemente, and Larry Boa. After that long night, we're out here to greet the group from Sunshine Foundation. Hank Boa spent the night in his office last night.
Him and Greg Rose both spent the night in the clubhouse. I asked TJ, I said, where'd you sleep, on a couch? He said, no, on the trainer's table. He says, a lot more comfortable with my bed at home.
It's full count to Hairston, and he gets a walk. First surrendered by Telemaco, and it'll bring up catcher Brooke Fordyce. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced nor retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
And Philly's going to have to keep an eye on Hairston also with 15 steals and 21 tries.
Pretty good size lead by Hairston. Oh, they had double play written all over it. Instead, Telemaco gets nobody. There'll be an error out of Mari Telemaco. He had plenty of time to get Fordyce and then threw it wide and pulled Travis Lee off the bag. So 2 men on base with 1 out on the error on Telemaco.
Well, he knocks it down and looked like he had a chance for a double play there. Just deflects off his glove, but he picked it up, and I think he felt like he was going to have to hurry and then saw that he had time and just slowed his arm up. And to do that, you change your release point. He just threw it wide.
Jose Mercedes, the batter. This is his first at bat this year. This is their first game at a National League park. Lifetime, he's a 1 for 14 and 071 hitter, so he'll probably be up there to try to move the runners. And his bunting technique leaves a little bit to be desired as he fouls that one off. 1 strike to Mercedes.
Well, he gets set there, and then he kind of jabs at it. That's what you don't want to do. You want to try and just catch it on your bat. Travis Lee in shallow.
1 ball and 1 strike. Birthday wishes to James Kirshner of Westville, New Jersey, his 79th. Wishes from wife Dot, 8 children and their spouses, and 21 grandchildren. James Kirshner of Westville, New Jersey. Tom Trebelhorn, the third base coach, coming down to talk to Mercedes. Full swing, and he hits the ball to right field. Bobby Abreu has it lined up. Heading for third base is Hairston. Close play, and he just beats a strong throw by Abreu.
Well, Hargrove took a chance there, and Mercedes gets 1 guy in the scoring position. A strong throw by Bobby, a 2-hopper right on the money, but Hairston runs real well.
So the runners are at first and third with 2 outs for Brady Anderson. Brady Anderson, originally signed by Boston. Red Sox traded him as a young player, as they are wont to do for journeyman pitchers. Brady Anderson, actually, Boston traded Brady Anderson and Kurt Schilling in '88 for Mike Bodiger.
They made another mistake a couple years later.
1-0 the count to Brady Anderson. He struck out his first time up. 2 balls and no strikes. Telemaco trying to get through this second inning. Came up a 2-run homer to Conine in the first.
Speaking of Boston, they're ahead of Atlanta 2-0 in the fourth.
And be that Frank Castillo. 2 balls and a strike. Good pitching matchup at Wrigley Field today. I'm anxious to see the outcome of that game. Brad Radke against Kerry Wood.
Ooh.
Those Cubbies have won 12 straight home games. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brady Anderson.
Like a changeup by Telly. Changeup or splitter.
Fordyce going on the pitch, but Brady Anderson fouls it off. Phillies dugout yelling it at Johnny Estrada.
I'm kind of surprised Fordyce is going there on a 2-2 pitch.
I think they were maybe trying to do a delayed double steal, perhaps. Well hit to right field, and it is out of here. 3-run home run. Brady Anderson, and Baltimore takes a 5-0 lead here in the second inning. So Telemaco's error proves very costly here in the second. Fifth homer of the year for Brady Anderson.
And this looks like something off speed that he just left up in the zone, and Brady Anderson got the bat head out and just gets over the fence and right.
None of these runs earned, but they're on the board. It's 5-0 as Roberts pops it up. Madeline Anderson waits, puts it away, and that will retire the side. But 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit. 3-run homer by Brady Anderson, 1 costly error, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. Orioles lead by a score of 5-0.
Into mountain climbing, trailblazing, or cross-country cruising. There's no better way to hit the road than in an all-wheel drive Subaru. And there's no better time than right now, during the Subaru all-wheel drive away. For only $249 a month, you can lease a brand new 2001 Outback. Or drive away today with a great lease rate on a Forester or Legacy. The Subaru all-wheel drive away. Hurry, it goes away July 2nd. See your local dealer and lease a new 2001 Outback for only $249 a month.
This summer, enter the realm of the supernatural. No movie has more fun.
Hey, kitty! How do you like that, little pussy? You want a piece of me? You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Or more action. Scary movie, too.
Mother's in here with us, Harris.
Mom, will you get out of there, please?
You're no fun.
This film has not yet been rated. Wednesday, July 4th.
All right. Put a smile on your face. Make the weather better. Put a smile on your face. Watch it, watch it.
This is Larry Anderson with Blue Cross Fun Facts. If an average person's heart rate is 72 beats per minute, how would a well-conditioned ball player compare? Think you know the answer? For a chance to win Phillies tickets, go to IBX.com.
Hi, this is Wayne Gomes. I would like to say Happy Father's Day, Dad. I really love you. This is a great day for you and a great day for me. It'll be my first Father's Day. Let's celebrate together. I hope I do well for you today, and I'm getting healthy, and I hope you're pulling for me, and I love you very much. You're the reason why this is all possible. I'm here. All those Saturday mornings used to drive me to the Little League parks, and I really appreciate having you, and really appreciate having two parents in the household support me and love me. Thank you for everything you've done, and I love you very much. Bye-bye.
Wayne Gomes expected back this week on our road trip. He will pitch today at Lakewood. And maybe be back as early as Tuesday.
There's a chance, yeah.
Travis Lee hitting at .252. And happy Father's Day, pal.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. Two balls and no strikes to Travis Lee. Get that one over, 2-1.
Travis a little confused. The first 2 pitches look better than that one.
Hot shot off the tip of the glove of a diving Jerry Harrison. Travis Lee has the Phillies' second hit off Jose Mercedes. I'll bring up Johnny Estrada. He has homered in each of the first 2 games of this series. He's hitting at .268. 3 homers, 14 RBIs, and All of his home runs have been hit here at home at Veterans Stadium, where his batting average is .348.
The Phillies were down the first two games 5-3 fairly early, and they kept chipping away in a big fashion.
One strike to Johnny Estrada. Carlo and Marie Castellano of Jacksonville, Florida, celebrating his 60th wedding anniversary on this June the 17th. One the count to Estrada. Phillies have some runs to get back, trailing 5-0 here in the second inning, but lots of innings in which to do it.
On top of that, the ball seems to be carrying pretty well.
See if that that's not going to carry. Caught by Brady Anderson in right field. Our Pico Energy Power Rankings, Barry Bonds with 36 home runs leads the major leagues. Luis Gonzalez of Arizona has 27. Surprisingly, the American League leaders are well behind Bonds and Gonzalez. Manny Ramirez with 21, Carlos Delgado with 20. Marlon Anderson hitting at .267.
He's hitting 7 straight, hitting .500, 11 for 22 over his last 7.
Mercedes delivers a strike to Marlon Anderson. Will take part in the ALS autograph and auction party tomorrow night. We'll fight against Lou Gehrig's disease, and then right after that we'll fly out to Pittsburgh. Watch this, baby. Tremendous home run. Marlon Anderson, and the Phillies have 2 of them back. Number 7 for Marlon Anderson.
Go with his 30th RBI, and that was a blast right there. Well, he has been swinging the bat well lately.
So that's 2 of them back. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Middle of the plate, down the left-hander sweet spot. He hits it, has a little hop to his step.
And we'll bring up Amari Telemaco. Gave it a pretty good ride into the upper deck. Way foul. Got that Sammy Sosa swing. For the home runs in this series.
Wow.
Nothing in 2 to Telemaco. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Mercedes. 2 down here in the second. Well, some oddities in this series. All kinds of things have happened. The bullpen has pitched well, but they've also hit well.
Well, they have. Vicente Padilla with a bullet there. Ricky Vitalinville also same thing last night. Padilla the first night. 2 relievers with a double in each of the games they pitched.
Go with that double last night, moving ahead of you in the relief pitchers all-time RBI list.
Yeah, just squeaked ahead of me.
Doug Glanville grounded to short his first time up. 2-0 to count to Glanville. Dolores Hines of Bethlehem celebrating an 81st birthday, which is from her friends and from us to Dolores Hines of Bethlehem. 2-1 to Doug Glanville. It's a 5-2 game. Baltimore leading. And as this one out of play.
Well, Phillies were 10th out of 16 teams in home runs, and Baltimore was last out of 14 teams in the American League in home runs, and we've got 15 of them hit here. And we're only in the second inning of the 3-game series, the third game.
Got him with an off-speed pitch, changed up on him. Third strikeout for Mercedes. 2 runs on 2 hits, a homer by Myron Anderson. No errors, none left. We move to the third inning. It's Baltimore 5, Phillies 2.
A hoagie that's big on bacon. You're in the mood for bacon, so you'll need a BLT hoagie today. There's a hearty hoagie duo at Wawa. Ham and turkey BLT and turkey BLT, both loaded with strips of real bacon. Ham and turkey BLT classic. Only loads of bacon will satisfy that appetite. Try the hearty built-to-order turkey BLT or the ham and turkey BLT in your favorite junior, shorty, or classic size. Now that's big on bacon. My choice, my Wawa.
You can always tell the people who know they're doing the right thing with their money. They're a little more enlightened. It comes from opening a Prime Plus Zero home equity personal credit line for easy access to your cash anytime. Mellon, a wealth of solutions.
It has a stylish side, an athletic side, and most important, a desirable side, which leaves one other side the competition should probably get used to seeing. The all-new Chrysler Sebring Coupe. Now a very well-qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can get a $229 a month lease or 0% APR financing when they buy. See your Key States Chrysler dealer.
All these people have one thing in common. They hope their bosses aren't watching. Mellon Business Person Special. Wednesday, June 27th, 1:05. Phillies versus the Braves. Call 215-463-1000.
Time now for the Dodge Stump the Fans trivia question. Log on to Phillies.com. Go to Team Promotions on the front page. If you're the first to correctly answer, you'll win 2 tickets to an upcoming game. Please submit your answer in the subject area. You must leave your name and address to receive your prize. Today's question, how many 3-generation families have played Major League Baseball? The answer and winner will be revealed in the 7th inning. 5-2, Orioles lead. Leading off for Baltimore, David Segui, and he lofts a drive into deep center field. Watch this baby. Out of here. Center field home run, David Segui. It's about where he hit it last night off Person, and Baltimore now leads it 6-2. What's going on here? Boy, we've talked over the years about what a bandbox Camden Yards is. Those Baltimore people have to say, yeah, how about your park?
Really?
Hall of Famer Steve Carlton is with us. Lefty will be here for the ALS autograph and auction session tomorrow for the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease. Lefty, good to see you. You're looking great.
Love those autographs. It's good to be here, guys. I think he hit that one-handed, too. Sounded like a Titleist I hit just the other day with my driver.
Did it go that straight?
Not that straight. No. Or not that far either.
Conine pops it up. Travis Lee waiting. Wind's pushing it back. Wow, that wind is a factor here this afternoon. Travis Lee pulled off the catch, but maybe that's why they're jumping so far out of here.
Could be. Comeback Phils, though, you know.
Yeah, they have.
How late did the game go last night?
I finished right around 1 a.m., Lefty.
Oh, God.
You were probably fast asleep.
Yeah.
Fast asleep by that
long
time.
Gone. Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Knowing your schedule and your regimen.
Been there.
Here's Chris Richard. How's everything in Durango, Colorado?
Pretty good, you know. Everybody wants to retire there. We could use some rain. Move Allison through there right now, you know.
Could have had it. We had plenty of it last night here.
Could have given you some.
I was watching the floods on TV this morning. I said, I wonder if I'm going to actually be a game today I can go to.
1-2 the count to Chris Richard.
Phils are looking good, though.
Yeah, they're playing very well, Lefty.
I get a letter every now and then by Pony Express that that says he had a good spring.
There's your teammate, Larry Bowen.
Oh, look at that. I like that style. Second baseman.
You like him playing out in shallow right field?
He's faced 12 paces back off the line. That's great. That's creative. You got to. You don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, and really there aren't many guys anymore, Lefty, that try to lay a ball down. If a left-hand hitter would try to drag a ball, then you know, you might not cheat so badly, but nobody does it anymore. Nobody tries to drag bunt for a hit.
Yeah, that's kind of a lost art. They don't have to. The fences are close. It's more money in home runs, right?
The guys are so strong today, too.
Remember in the 60s when they wouldn't let you, well, you probably don't remember the 60s, but when they said, no, you can't lift weights?
Yeah.
I said, but I'm skinny, I got to. Now look at everybody. God. Football and baseball have merged.
Remember when they used to ask the pitchers to run, Lefty?
No.
That kind of fell on deaf ears.
Ground ball, another foul. 2-2 the count to Gibbons. Lefty, when you were pitching in your Hall of Fame career, did they make so much of pitch counts? It seems like today, pitch counts, they really dwell on those.
Yeah, anything over 200. I've had some 180 pitch games. Like a lot of them back then, you know.
Base hit, left field.
I remember in 6 innings in San Francisco, the wind was blowing so hard at me that I walked 10 in 6 innings also. And the curveball broke about 11 feet.
You walked 10 in 6 innings?
Yeah, I couldn't throw the ball. Well, the wind was blowing like 50-mile-an-hour gusts in your face, so you start your curveball off like at the press box. You couldn't throw anything but strike because there's so much wind and candlestick. I walked 10 guys in 6 innings. Strange.
Probably won the game, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Glanville has this one lined up, and that'll be it for the Orioles here in the third. They get a run on a leadoff homer by David Segui. 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. It's 6-2 Baltimore.
Controversial gene research has led scientists to unlock the secrets of DNA. What they discovered is something many of us have suspected all along. This is the mother of all trucks. Now get 0% financing, the $1,000 cash allowance on Dodge Ram 1500.
Listen up. I'm going to drop you off while I shop. Now, I want you to have fun, but play nice. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Thanks to Tool Territory at Sears, guys are having more fun at the mall. It's like an amusement park for tools, with brands from Arrow to Zircon. So many tools you can't swing a hammer without hitting another hammer. Every tool you need. New Tool Territory at Sears, where tools rule.
Come on.
What do you call a place where sand and water aren't hazards? They're award-winning.
Florida's beach.
Where the perfect golf vacation is played under superb year-round weather and near 2 of the top 10 beaches in the entire United States.
Florida's beach.
Enjoy the best golf vacation ever in St. Petersburg, Clearwater. Reserve your room online at floridasbeach.com or call toll-free, because St. Petersburg, Clearwater is
Florida's beach.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Dodge and the nearly 3,000 dealers who invite you to come see what's different, and by your local McDonald's. We love to see you smile. Bottom half of the third inning, Orioles lead by a score of 6-2.
Happy birthday, Wally Branch, who worked in the executive dining room for 14 years. This is Steve Carlton wishing you a happy birthday, pal.
Happy birthday, Wally.
Good man,
Nice
Wally.
going,
We go way back. Nice going, Wally. Happy Father's Day, too.
Hall of Famer Lefty Carlton with us this afternoon. He'll be here for the ALS Autograph and Auction Party tomorrow night here at Veterans Stadium. We hope you can come out.
You did that great, Lefty.
Hope to see everybody out there.
Yeah, all the Phillies will be on hand. Lefty's here. John Denny is here. Glenn Wilson. Be a big night for a very worthy cause. One strike to Jimmy Rollins. What are your recollections of Phil's manager Larry Boa as your teammate, Lefty?
Who? Feisty little guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I'll tell you, the more you watch this kid that's batting right now, the more you're going to like him. He's a 22-year-old rookie who's just played shortstop really well.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Yeah, Bo's doing a great job. You know, he's feisty. That's he can definitely incite you into an emotional whatever. So he's the right guy for the job. You got to like that vinegar,
I thought it was venom.
That too. Well, the other part, vinegar and whatever. That's Bo though. It's good to see him here. I'm glad he's having great success. He's a Philly.
Did you see Gigi down there?
No, I haven't seen anybody. I just came here early to hang with you guys. I haven't been down to the clubhouse yet. I don't know anybody down there. I'm afraid to go down there. They're all so big and strong these days.
I don't think you have to worry about it, Lefty, to be honest. Drop a little bungee on him, a little tight cheese.
I hear you. Yeah, I'll get down there. Whatever. Maybe tomorrow. Off day. They'll be hitting tomorrow. Get down.
High ball left field. Gibbons takes care of that one. One down here in the third. Well, the Phillies will be on the road after today's game, but return home against the Atlanta Braves Monday and Tuesday, the 25th and 26th at 7:05. Our second Mellon Business Person special on the 27th, 1:05. Head-to-head against the Braves for the division lead. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000 or online at Phillies.com. Javier Abreu singled his first time up.
Larry, these guys probably look better in the bathing suit than we did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello.
So I say that's how I looked before the accident.
Well, I'm glad to see it. It's about time that they came around. Well, I had to sneak off and lift weights when I was playing professional ball in the 60s. They would not allow it. I knew they were wrong, though, intuitively.
You went through that regimen with Gus Heffling, and which hardly anyone else could do. I think Bob Boone gave it an effort and did pretty well with Gus.
Gigi
we had a
did.
few. Gigi did it. John Denny, that's in town,
Yeah.
he came over from the Cards and did it. John and I used to be workout partners in the gym with weights when we were almost neighbors, I guess, in St. Louis. He's a good workout partner, and they asked me what.
Pops it up. High sky. It's going to be a tough play for Gibbons. Sticks with it and makes the catch for out number 2.
I couldn't have done that today. That's a high sky.
Well, as a pitcher, you don't have to do that. One of your fielders take care of that.
Exactly.
After you talk about your curveball, but of course I remember that one of the best sliders ever in the game. And do you get comparisons now with your slider and Randy Johnson's slider?
He throws it harder than I did, but I had a little more down movement in it.
Yeah.
He throws so hard anyway, but his is biting real hard in, but mine was in and down. A little different scenario because I threw mine way over the top and he's more off the side. But he's got, he probably throws it at 93, or I might have made 89 or 90 with my slider. Threw it hard, but not that hard.
You had a chance to talk to him, didn't you?
Yeah.
In Arizona?
Well, I interviewed actually for the Diamondbacks job and realized I didn't want to do anything for 8 months. So I've never had a job in my life, but I didn't want to start now. Trying to go through my whole life without a job.
Mercedes was headed off the mound there. The same pitch he threw to Pat Burrell that he called a strike. This one he calls a ball. You see Fordyce sitting off the plate, 2 strikes.
Kind of like you guys. This is not a job, is it?
No. Foul out of play.
This is great. Talking about baseball.
And Mark Lombard now coaching third. John Vukovic was down there, but I guess the brightness was bothering him a little bit.
Yeah,
so
well could have, yeah.
Is Vuk back on the bench?
Yeah.
Good.
Popped him up in the shallow right field. Brady Anderson puts it away. Lefty, thanks so very much. Great to see you.
Hey, always pleasure,
See
guys.
you tomorrow night at the
Oh,
autograph and auction party.
Everybody
no
come
runs,
out.
hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler will be joining Larry Anderson in the 4th after 3. It's Orioles 6 and the Phils 2.
The Atlanta Braves, June 25th, 26th, and 27th. Call 215-463-1000.
Come on and have some fun in a new Ford. Because during the Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, it's a great time to save. Now get $3,000 cash back on Windstar or choose low 0.9 financing for 60 months. That's $3,000 cash or 0.9 financing on the quadruple 5-star safety rated Windstar. It's the Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
It's the UPN 57 Summer Workout.
Y'all know what that means?
Your favorite comedies are making a change.
Oh, suck it now.
At 6:30, it's dancing lessons with Jamie. Are you serious? Living Single is working the hurdles at 7.
Oh, Ray, don't get your wig twisted.
Then at 7:30, Martin's teaching willpower.
Nobody does it better.
Get ready to laugh your way into shape with the new UPN 57 lineup. It's all good. Weeknights starting at 6:30 on UPN 57.
After 3 innings of play, the Orioles 6 and the Phillies 2. Tomorrow at 7:30 on UPN 57, Martin puts together an off-the-hook version of Romeo and Juliet. Check it out on Martin tomorrow night at 7:30 on UPN 57.
Well, we've got a new pitcher in the game. Chris Brock, 23 games, 3-0 record. 382 earned run average. A couple more hits than innings pitched. Walked 15, struck out 24. Picked up his 3rd win last night.
Well, you and I were talking in the pregame today how much Boa needed innings out of a starter after 4 1/3 and 4 2/3. Well, today gets 3. And that's just not the way to go. And just one of those things. Tough to win ball games. You have to score so many runs. And Brock's first pitch is popped up by Fordyce. There's nothing routine about a ball in the air today.
Not today.
Jimmy Rollins goes over and takes charge and makes the play 1 out. Maury Telemaco, 3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned. His error really hurt him, cost him 3 runs, 3 home run balls. Orioles came into this series. They're still the fewest home runs in the American League, but if they stay here much longer, they're not going to be in that category.
They've hit 8 now.
8. Is it 8? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Wow.
Two, 3, and 5.
Right. 5 coming into the game. 3 today. A total of 8. Mercedes, the batter, hit a fly ball last time. He was up there to bunt, and then they let him swing away, hit a fly ball. There it is, 16 total.
Say 2, 3, and 3. 4, 8. 5 the first 2 games.
But Lefty,
I don't have a calculator.
Lefty get your head spinning or something?
When he told me he was in a bed at 9, it threw me off.
Well, speaking of throwing, there goes a bat throw. Strikeout for Brock. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Well, on Sunday, July the 1st, Phillies will be back here to play the Florida Marlins, and it will be the beginning of a great holiday week watching the Phils and the Marlins take home a free Public Safety Day Hometown Heroes poster featuring some of your favorite Phils. That's Sunday, July the 1st at 1:35, Phillies and the Marlins. 215-463-1000. Brady Anderson, the batter. Telemaco had him swinging over sliders. He couldn't hit one, and then he hit was that a split?
I think it was a split.
For a 3-run home run his last time up. After Telly had made that costly error on a ball hit back to him by Fordyce.
Well, Brock made one last night that almost hurt him, but he's able to get out of it, pitch his way out of the error with the strikeout. But this was Brady's home run. I think it was a split that he just left up in his own a little bit.
Then fouled back. Anderson struggling. It's just 2:08 coming into the game with 4 homers and 20 runs batted, and now 5 homers, 23 runs. The guy's had some career, though, with the Orioles. Stolen 306 career bases, 308 bases. Hit 50 home runs out of the leadoff spot one year. Strike 3 called. He didn't like it, but Chris Brock has a real good inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the 4th we had. Phils trail by 4.
Your battle against baldness? Tired of weaves and painful plugs? Then why wait? Join Ye Old Wig Club today, Philadelphia's oldest hair loss center. Go anywhere, do anything. With the revolutionary powdered wig, do it confidently, and it's virtually maintenance-free. So declare your independence on baldness today.
Not buying this? Buy this instead. Bud Light, America's best-selling premium light beer.
So call today, and believe it or not, I'm wearing one now.
Walt called me first time.
I called Marty up.
Wife says, don't lie to me. First thing I asked Walt was, what's the matter with your furnace? Put your wife on the phone. Maybe I'll believe her more.
What are you talking about?
So she says, Tom, get a Bible, put your hand on it.
And he says, we hit the big one.
My wife says, you put me in on a lottery. You don't even play the lottery.
We hit the Pennsylvania lottery for $27 million. This was meant to be for a group of guys to hit like this. This should be the last paycheck we should ever need.
Toyota, big event.
Email from Toyota?
It's Toyota's biggest event of the summer.
Yeah?
It's huge.
Up to $1,000 cash back on Camry, $1,000, or 4.9% financing up to 5 years. Cash back, low financing, and that's just on Camry. You're right. It's big.
Who could say all this?
I hear you're looking for someone to tell all the folks about the big specials and the great values at the Toyota Dealers Best of Summer Sales event going on now.
I'm a genius.
Will you be fast enough to cash in on Toyota's Best of Summer Sales event?
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up, never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By the Pennsylvania Lottery, players must be 18 or older, and lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Pat Burrell, the batter, took a strike 3 call his first time up. Grace Murphy here at the ballpark today, and Grace is celebrating her 102nd birthday. Happy birthday, Grace. I've had some funky swings at this guy. Well, they're guessing. 0-1.
I got to find out Grace's secret, because I think I'm on the wrong track.
I'd have to agree with that. What's that old Mickey Mantle line? Taking better care of himself if he knew he was going to live this long. It's a great line.
That is.
A lot of people can say that. He's painting the corners with Burrell in his first 2 at bat, in and out. And Mercedes shown this home plate umpire up a couple times too, and he's still getting calls. And last time he just walked off the mound. That's way outside. 2-2. Burrell, Lee, Estrada. 6-5-0 Baltimore. 2-3-1 for the Phillies. We are in the 4th.
What's helped the Phillies the last 2 games is that the starters have been knocked out. The bullpens come in and shut them down, and that's what Larry Bowe is hoping for again today. They give that offense a chance. It's been so good the last couple games. Give them a chance to get back in it.
It's a tough way to play, but it's worked in 2 games. And he swings and misses, and down on strikes goes Burrell for the first out of the 4th.
what that was.
It's like a cutter.
It's a cutter that didn't really cut right.
Definitely moved away.
62 pitches now for Mercedes. Good ratio.
Travis Lee hits one foul first base side. Mercedes coming into the game 1-8 with a 6.15 earned run average, and those are the guys who've been giving the Phillies a lot of trouble this year.
Yeah.
You go figure.
It's a funny game. They beat Pedro Martinez on the road trip.
Yeah. His numbers were better. Travis hits a breaking ball hard. Nice play by Hairston, and he got it. Great play by the second baseman. 2 outs. Hairston, a former shortstop, now playing second, and he shows some tremendous range.
Well, he got there in a hurry, closed up the gap there, dives, slides, gets up, and a strong throw as he falls, letting go of the ball. A nice play by Hairston.
Estrada fly to right his first time up. Mercedes retired him in order in the third, trying to do the same in the fourth. Falling behind again today. A lot of these guys, a fatigue factor could set in, trying to catch up. 0-2. Mercedes doesn't look like he's anything that really dazzles you, but he's around the plate. Right back at him, and another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 6-2 Orioles.
Florida Marlins, June 28th, 29th, and 30th, and July 1st. Call 215-463-1000.
Here at the John Kennedy dealerships, we love what we do. We love selling Ford, Chevys, Lincolns, and Mercurys. Choose from our tremendous selection, including Chevy Impala, Chevy Malibu, Mercury Sable, Ford Mustang, and Focus. Right now, get a rebate of up to $1,000 on a Mercury Sable and up to $2,000 on a Chevy Malibu. Stop in at one of our 5 locations and find out why over 8,000 satisfied customers buy from John Kennedy every year. John Kennedy dealerships, where your satisfaction is all in a day's work.
I thought dating again would be tough.
He's cute. Is he younger than me?
Maybe getting rid of my gray hair was just what I needed.
Just for men. More than a hair color, it's a hair rejuvenator. Gray hair is shampooed away in 5 easy minutes. Vitamin-enriched Just for Men brings back a thicker, healthier, natural look.
I wonder how I did tonight.
Would you like to come in?
Just for Men, the rejuvenator.
Baltimore 6, Phil's 2. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everybody. And a proud father around here is Phil's coach, John Vukovich. Son Vince just signed to play pro ball with the Phillies. Vuk talked about it.
It's a nice Father's Day present. You know, the organization drafted him in the 20th round, which I was happy about because we all know that that's on merit. Mike Arbuckle and I didn't take 5 minutes to negotiate a contract. The organization treated him very well, and he's thrilled. So, I mean, what else do you want as a father? I mean, you end up all those years from here to vet and working with him and playing with him, letting him enjoy the game, and it's all come to fruition now, and he's out on his own. So it's up to him right now.
Probably one of the toughest agents that Mike Arbuckle had a handle.
The only agent I know that takes 20%.
At least. Probably more.
Book it.
Here, Vince, I'll invest this for you. And you know all about that. 2 balls
Not even going there.
2 balls and 1 strike on Brian Roberts, the shortstop, followed by David Segui and Jeff Conine. Had the pitch down low, 3-1. That was a nice Father's Day present. And Vuk's not coaching right now. He was out the first couple innings, but that sun evidently is really bothering today. So Mark Bombard out for the rest of the game. Marlin throws out Roberts, and 4 in a row now retired by Chris Brock. 1 away here in the 5th inning.
Last night off Person, looked like a slide of it. Purse just left up and it's at the deep center field right in the seats there. And then today off of Telly, I don't think that might have been a sinker that was up a little bit, didn't get a lot of sink on it, and it's another one to center field.
He's got that area mapped out. Look out, incoming. You don't see that many balls hitting that area, let alone 2 in 2 days by the same guy.
Only 3 home runs for him coming into the series. Boy, it's 2 out to center.
Long ones. 1 ball and 1 strike on the switch hitter. Long time player David Segui, one of the best defensive first basemen in Major League Baseball, and has bounced around with a lot of different clubs. Second tour of duty now with the O's. And low with this one, 2-1. Happy Father's Day today to big Phillies fan Ed Pilsicki of Conshohocken, who's 93, a Phillies fan for 60 years, from Vince Carey, wife Kathleen, and great-grandson Liam. And from all of us here at the Phillies, happy birthday to you, or happy Father's Day to you, Ed. Sinking in right field and in for a base hit. And the first base runner, Chris Brock, is a 1-out single, and Conine will bat. He has a 2-run home run. He's popped up. Conine questioned a pitch by the home plate umpire Guccione in the first inning, and then the next pitch he just killed to left center for his 8th of the year. And there's another hit. Segui got a good jump, but he will stop at second. Bobby Abreu was on it quickly. So the Orioles have 2 on with 1 out. And Chris Richard, the batter, 0 for 2.
It looks like Conine just kind of inside out of this ball. Pretty good pitch inside by Brock, but he just pulled those hands in and dropped the head and went the other way with it. Almost like he was trying to hit it to that side.
Richard has struck out and grounded out. His at-bats coming off the starter Mari Telemaco. Segui at second, Conine at first, 1 away. Orioles up by 4, leading 6-2 here in the 5th. Sandy mentioned the bullpen's done a great job behind the starters in the last 2 games. And they're about due to give up something. They have held them off, and the Phillies have come back and won the first 2 games in the series.
Well, they've kept them in check, and then the offense got going, and once they got in that Baltimore bullpen, Phillies really had their way. In the last 2 games, 9 innings, no runs allowed on 5 hits. Nice job.
5th best in the league. They had dropped to 8th and now back to 5th with this good performance in the last couple games. That's a very volatile stat.
Well, they were up near around first when Gomes went down, and I still think he was really a big loss for him.
Gomes pitching again today at Lakewood, and then they hope to have him back Tuesday night in Pittsburgh if everything goes okay today. Well, that's going to break that streak. That ball's in the alley. 1 run will score. Conine's being waved around. Anderson's throw is cut off. 8-2. Orioles on a 2-run double by Chris Richard. And quite a few Baltimore fans here enjoying that. For Richard, double number 11. He has 26 runs batted in.
Well, he tries to get the fastball in. It just came back out over the plate on him, and he drills that into right center.
So the Phillies, who have scored 14 runs in one game and 15 in another, are going to have to score a lot to beat Baltimore today, trailing 8-2 here in the 5th inning. There's a little nubber out in front of the plate. Brock has it. Estrada tells him to go to first. He does. And Jay Gibbons is retired for the second out. Over to third goes Richard. That'll bring up Jerry Hairston, has walked, scored, and flied out. Dropped to 7th in the lineup today. He led off the first 2 games, but went 1 for 10.
They were down 5-3 the first 2 games, but not quite the same as 8-2.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to need another meltdown by the Orioles pitching staff. And you don't see that happen 3 games in a row very often, but you never know. That's why when your starters get you out of a game early, it's tough. Another fly ball to center. He's done a lot of that in this series. Doug Glanville has it, but 2 more runs on the board for the Orioles on 3 hits and 1 left. It's 8-2 O's.
Your battle against baldness? Tired of weaves and painful plugs? Then why wait? Join Ye Old Wig Club today, Philadelphia's oldest hair loss center. Go anywhere, do anything. With the revolutionary powdered wig, do it confidently, and it's virtually maintenance-free. So declare your independence on baldness today.
Not buying this? Buy this instead. Bud Light, America's best-selling premium light beer.
So call today, and believe it or not, I'm wearing one now.
It's Potato Town, starring Ed Hurd.
I'm breaking up with you. Huh? I'm sorry, Timmy.
Tomorrow's another day, Jimmy. Ed Hurd? Have a chip.
Thanks, Mr. Hurd. What's this?
That's the goodness in every bag, Timmy.
Make hers yours.
Travel provided by U.S. Airways, offering daily nonstop service from Philadelphia to both Amsterdam and Brussels. Fly U.S. Airways to Europe.
For John Latour, a dangerous career was the most comfortable life he had ever known. What is wrong, babe?
I see a woman who has betrayed you.
Johnny, it's business.
You drift from day to day, years go by. Then a change comes. What a strange thing to happen halfway through your life. What luck.
Light Sleeper. Tonight at 8 on UPN 57.
Feliz Día del Padre.
Hi, this is Johnny Estrada. Just wanted to wish everybody out there a happy Father's Day.
And Father and Son Day here. Right now, the Phillies fans in the crowd see their club down by quite a bit and trying to come back. The wind is blowing like crazy here, and it is a hitter's day. Brian Hunter comes into the on-deck circle to bat for Brock. Marlon Anderson should have a hit. He does. Boy, Marlon's doing it offensively lately. He has a 2-run home run in this game and now a bunt single, and he's hit safely in 8 straight above the 500 mark. Good job by Marlon as the Phils need base runners.
A nice play by Mercedes. He does everything he can, and it makes it a close play, but Marlon just gets there on a real good bunt. Marlon now 13 for his last 24 in that 7-game or 8-game hitting streak now.
Brian Hunter, the batter, had a pinch hit home run here last night. He has 2 of them on the season.
Like, it'd be nice to give his dad another Father's Day present.
There's Dad Lee here. The Phillies randomly select a father on Father's Day, a mom on Mother's Day. Come visit their son, and Lee Hunter, Brian's dad, here today. Takes it outside, ball one. Just need some base runners, and we mentioned the wind blowing so hard that the ball is flying all over this place. You can score runs.
See last night, Brian Hunter with the second pinch hit home run. He gave that baby a ride too.
He hit the heck out of that. There's a strike. Anything up in the air today is an adventure too for the fielders. We don't have that many games here at Veterans Stadium where the wind comes into play, but today's one of them. You see the Old Glory standing straight out towards right field. Hunter chases one, swings and misses. It's going to be very interesting with the new ballpark across the way when that is constructed to see what the wind will do in games, because we're so used to it not affecting play down here. And there's a lot of wind in this area.
There has been.
Foul tip. And it's held on to by Fordyce. A strikeout for Mercedes, one away.
It looked like he tried to hold up there. It didn't really swing, but he got his bat right there, and it just tipped the end of the bat. Had he swung, it might have hit his catcher's glove.
Glanville, the batter. Doug's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Blowing outside from Jose Mercedes, a Dominican out of La Romana, Dominican Republic. Originally drafted by Baltimore back in '89. His second tour of duty with his club. Fouled away.
Well, the problem the Phillies have had in this series, the starters, a combined 12 innings have given up 22 hits and 19 runs. In 12 innings, 15 of them earned. That's just.
And somehow they're 2-0.
Yeah. But the starting pitching and the bullpen was so good early, and it's kind of like the offense got to pick it up.
There's Doug Glanville with a base hit to left, stopping at second Marlon Anderson. And the Phillies trying to piece together an inning. Sportvisor on Sunday, July the 22nd at 1:35. The New York Mets will be back in town, and the Phillies will be giving away these visors to all fans 14 and under. It's red with a white Phil's P on the front. Comes compliments of ShopRite. Really a nice looking item. 215-463-1000. Anytime online at Phillies.com. We'll have Andy model that one in the near future.
What is it?
It's a sport visor.
Oh.
I mean, they get you to do all this stuff, so I just threw that in there. Why would it be any different?
Jimmy Rollins, big 3-run home run last night. Gave him number 7 on the year.
Well, the Orioles have a 3-run home run tonight. Phillies have a 3-run home run off from Rollins last night, and another off from Abreu on Friday.
Both off the same pitcher, and the first hitter he faced when he came in the game, Leslie Bray, who's been sent out.
That got him sent out, yeah.
And they brought up ex-Phil Calvin Maduro.
Friend Calvin Maduro's back. Yep. Giving them 2 Arubans on the same team, along with Sidney Ponson. Low, 2-1. Bobby Abreu waits on deck. Jimmy Rollins trying to make something happen.
Especially the way they played the last 2 days, the way they've hit the ball. You can't. There's Calvin Maduro. But you can't count these guys out. They just keep battling. Even through the rough stretches, they battle away.
Jimmy fouls it away left side out of play, and it's 2-2. Well, this Fordyce goes to the mound a lot.
Yeah, he does. More than a lot.
Mark Wiley, the pitching coach.
Yeah, he's got a path out there, too.
Oh, he's had a lot of activity this week. Mike Carter, they're probably just sitting there thinking, when's it going to happen today? The Phillies hope they're right. Another foul. And Jimmy stays alive. He didn't want that ball, did he?
You're not going to catch it. Don't catch it.
Ooh. Now he deserves to take a walk after that.
Yeah. There's only so much protection.
Oh, yeah. And another foul by Rollins. Stays alive to count 2-2. Oof. And Mercedes stares in again at Guccione, who very calmly tells him it was outside. This guy doesn't take offense at being shown up, that's for sure.
No, he doesn't.
You know, which is good.
And you see Fordyce bring that glove back a little bit. Not much.
Oh, he chased ball 4. Jimmy swung at a bad ball that time. Strikes out. 2 outs. Something off speed.
Ball up a little bit, just ran off the plate.
And a changeup. And now Bobby Abreu bats with 2 outs. He has singled and flown out to left. Good base runners in Anderson and Glanville.
Outfielders very deep. They play deep the whole series, but by doing that, they can cut off some balls in the gap.
Bobby Abreu would like to get one airborne with a little something on it, because
I'd like that too.
Yeah, they will leave here today. And you can see Mercedes trying to stay away from him, but has now run a 2-0 count with Scott Rowland on deck. Phil's down by 6 with 2 outs here in the 5th. Three and 0. There's Rowland.
Well, maybe Mike Hargrove will get his answer now.
I mean, you do. I mean, if you're the Orioles right now, you think, oh no. Taking all the way, and that pitch is outside for a strike. 3-1. Guccione helped him a little bit that time. That pitch is way outside. And he walked them. They're loaded. For Scott Rowland.
Second walk allowed by Mercedes, and here comes Mark Wiley.
Yeah, as Andy mentioned, he's been out there a lot in this series. Not so much today, but here he comes to the mound again. Scott Rowland will bat. He has walked and hit a fly ball to right. And they're starting to stir around a little bit out in that bullpen. 4 left-handers and 3 right-handers. And they have had a lot of trouble in the first 2 games of the series out of the pen. Well, Scott Rowland trying to do some damage here.
The Phillies would like to say, hey, Wiley's made a trip out to the mound. Let's get it started and keep it going. See if we can't get him to make a few more trips out there. 90 pitches already for Mercedes in the 5th inning.
Well, reading the scouting reports on him, that he will allow a lot of base runners. And that's what's happening today. Elrod Hendricks waits by the phone, which is not ringing for obvious reasons. They don't want to use it. Just out of play.
Well, it looked like Scotty had a pretty good pitch right there. First pitch fastball, middle in.
He's sitting outside, but he doesn't get it outside, and just a hair late on it. This guy getting better. Bases loaded. He's really struggled in that category for a long time, but he's picked it up. Now he's got a battle. And there goes Fordyce again.
Why does he do that?
Stay in shape. Give his knees a rest, a break. And I think it's important for the catcher to communicate, but you don't have to move out there.
No balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. And he fouls that one back. Pat Burrell on deck. Scott can keep the inning alive. Phillies would just take a single here, just something to get a couple more runs in and get back into this game.
Get a little momentum going. A pretty good pitch right there, too. Up a little bit of slider. It was away, but it was up.
Scott rolling here, some boos. No runs, 2 hits, and 3 men left on base. We are through 5 here at Veterans Stadium. 8-2 Orioles.
It takes a special event for some guys to get rid of their gray hair. But for other guys, every day of their life is special. And they live it with Just for Men. More than a hair color, it's a hair rejuvenator. Just for Men gets rid of gray in 5 easy minutes. Its vitamin-enriched formula brings back a thicker, healthier, natural look. Every day of your life is special. Live it with Just for Men.
Choice of either the 4th of July or Christmas.
I've noticed there's water coolers on every floor.
Yes, we just ask that you don't abuse this privilege.
Nobody wants to work for someone who doesn't think about their needs. Luckily, for 2.8 million Independence Blue Cross customers, that's not a problem. Their employers provide access to the finest healthcare coverage available.
Wow, this sounds like a great place to work.
Can you say the same for your company? Independence Blue Cross. You deserve it.
If you keep dogging it, we're going to run all night. Now let's go.
What if stopping was as hard for you as it is for your car? Treat your car right with quality Raybestos brakes installed from just $69.99. All you need to know is where to go. Pet Boy.
How close a shave can you get? Look at that shave. That's total closeness, even on the tough spots. Introducing the new Remington TCT, specially designed to get the tough spots. The new Remington TCT. Total closeness or your money back.
After 5 innings of play, the Orioles 8, the Phillies 2. Tomorrow at 11 on UPN 57, James gets an unexpected scoop from a local reporter. Check out Spin City tomorrow night at 11 on UPN 57.
Well, Vosburg coming into his 2nd game, only pitched the 3rd of an inning, got a ground ball, potential ground ball double play yesterday. It was hit hard, scooted on that wet grass, and they couldn't get 2 on it. They only got the guy at first, but Vosburg did a good job for him last year. He was really dependable and reliable when Terry Francona brought him into the game.
Former college teammate of Tito's at Arizona. Ed Vosburg's pitching with the Little League World Series, the College World Series, and a Major League World Series.
Something, isn't it?
Only player to, I believe, to hold that distinction. One of those off-the-wall trivias.
Well, his teammate was his manager last year, and his manager here was a prior manager for him in another organization in the minor leagues.
Right. Larry Baugh had him in the San Diego organization. There's a little bonding going on here today at the ballpark on Father's Day. Phillies almost had an inning going there in the 5th inning, but not able to get anything, and still trail by 6 as we go to the 6th, and Fordyce will bat, followed by the pitcher Mercedes and then Brady Anderson. Fordyce got on a very costly error by Maury Telemaco in the 2nd inning, and then scored a run on Anderson's 3-run homer, and he's popped a short.
Cost him 3 unearned runs.
Yeah, Anderson should have never batted. Grounded to short on a big hop for Rollins. Throws him out. 1 away. Fireworks are coming up. 2 of the biggest nights here at the Vet, Friday and Saturday this year of June the 29th and 30th at 7:05. Phillies and the Florida Marlins, brought to you by Mellon. 2 big nights of fun and baseball, and make sure that you order those tickets right now because they're 2 of the biggest nights of the year. 215-463-1000 or anytime online Phillies.com. Friday and Saturday, June 29th and 30th.
Should have been this weekend.
A lot of fireworks here this weekend.
Was there 15 home runs between the 2 teams?
16, 8 and 8.
Yeah.
And we're only in the 6th inning. Phillies might need a few homers to get back in this one and have to stop the homers of the Orioles. Mercedes now 1 for 16 in his major league career, 0 for 2 today. One and one. He's got that bail and whale stroke. Say Mercedes 27. Or he's 30 now. From the Dominican Republic.
Just had a 3-year birthday.
It's looking to tell his age. Then he got him. So Vosburg 2 up and 2 down, and Anderson will bat 1 for 3 with that 3-run homer and 2 strikeouts. Any information you want on the Phillies, just go to Phillies.com to connect with it. All the latest news, updated stats, Phillies merchandise, and ticket information. That's Phillies.com, the Phil's website. Connect with it. Brady Anderson, a 50 home run season a few years ago. Had a great career for the Orioles, but struggling this year, just 208 coming into this game. The ball's in 1 strike on him, 2 outs and nobody on base. He tries to bunt his way on. There's an indication of a guy struggling.
He had Scotty way back at third base, too. Basically saying, go ahead and bunt.
And he misses with a breaking ball, 1 and 2. The on-deck batter, young shortstop Brian Roberts, a switch hitter. Ed Vosburg, as Andy mentioned, did a good job for the Phillies last year, just up from AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Now 39 is Eddie. He'll turn 40 in September. Born in Tucson, lives in Tucson, Arizona. Drops down and misses with a fastball, 2 and 2. Good breaking ball, and he locks him on it. Brady Anderson strikes out for the 3rd time today against 3 different pitchers. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Still a long way to go, down by 6.
Eco, we go to great lengths for our customers. And since falling tree limbs cause most outages, when we heard of this idea, we had to take a look.
The limbs don't break, the leaves don't drop, and it's tougher than steel. I give you the super tree.
Until trees evolve to this, PECO will spend $20 million this year alone to make sure trees, our equipment, and your power can all coexist. PECO, an Exelon company.
Toyota Audition, big event. Make me proud.
This month at your Toyota dealer, it's all about big savings on cars. During Toyota's Best of Summer Sales event, you can save up to $1,315 on Corolla. Cash back and option package discounts can save you over $1,300 on the world's best-selling car. Over $1,300 on the stingy on gas Corolla. But hurry, the $1,300 in savings offer ends faster than I can say. Toyota's Best of Summer Sales event ends soon, so don't miss it. It is the event of the summer, and you can save big, real big.
That was great, just great. Gotta get you a contract, get you signed up.
Not so fast.
Will you be fast enough to cash in on the big Corolla savings?
Now at Taco Bell, the excitement of the Tomb Raider movie when you play the Tomb Raider Instant Win game. Win instantly or match pictures on game piece triangles and win. And now when you get a new grilled stuffed burrito, you get big, bold, sizzling flavor and another chance to play.
I saw that.
Tomb Raider. See it in theaters. Play it at the Bell.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Pico, no doubt about it. By your local Tri-State Toyota dealers, more choices, better selection. Experience Toyota today. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pat Burrell, Travis Lee, Johnny Estrada to face Jose Mercedes. 1-8 on the season, but pitching well here this afternoon. Has just surrendered a 2-run homer to Marlin. Burrell swings and misses at a changeup or breaking ball. 0-1. He struck out twice today. One. Well, there's not a lot of scoring opportunities off this 30-year-old right-hander. That's over. 1-2. Mercedes last year after the All-Star break was tremendous.
He was unbelievable.
11-3 with a 3.03 earned run average, and pitching like that here this afternoon. Trying to give his team a big lift after they have just had a bullpen meltdown in the first 2 games of the series. And Burrell works the count full, 3-2. He does throw a lot of pitches and run deep counts, but so far they really haven't hurt him.
Well, he's got to be close to 100 or just over it.
And a walk. Well, Pat Burrell's a leadoff base runner. Second straight inning they've gotten their leadoff man on. The next BPS is coming up on Wednesday, June the 27th at 1:05. Phillies and the Atlanta Braves, another Mellon business person special. Tickets are going fast for that one, so come on down and see the Phillies and the Braves on Wednesday afternoon, June the 27th. 215-463-1000, anytime online at phillies.com. Oh, nope, he was not taking it out. Hairston made a great play. Roberts wants to say he was taking the ball out of the glove. The second base umpire Cooper says no. So the Phillies have 2 on and nobody out.
They caught a break there because I think if Roberts was trying to turn 2 there, if he'd have just tried to catch the ball and get off the bag, they should have had him. But he didn't. A nice play by Hairston again as he gets the ball up there. And you see Roberts just look like he tried to be quick and make a turn.
That's a good call, too, because he was not taking that out of the glove. Last Sunday in Boston, the same thing happened and didn't get the call.
Nope.
So they get a big break there, as Andy says, and there's 2 on and nobody out, and the error goes to, well,
an error, or is it
I guess a fielder's choice. Oh, that's a potential double play ball. There's 1 and 2. So the Phillies are just not able to put anything together today as Estrada hits into a double play, and Burrell winds up at third.
Well, he pulls this ball something like off speed up and away, and a real good swing there.
Anderson has had a good game, a 2-run homer and a bunt single. Kevin Jordan moves out the bat for Vosburg, and Marlin can keep the inning alive. Now they're down to a potential of a 2-out run. Outside, ball 1. There's Kevin Jordan. And Riel Cormier up in the bullpen. There's a nice scene. Are they checking out the bullpen? Very pleasant afternoon here now that the sun's out. Humidity's down a little bit. 1-2 on Marlin after that deluge of rain around the Philadelphia area yesterday. Travis Lee, a 2-out base runner at third. Hit and maybe more for Marlin Anderson. He knocks in Travis Lee, and Marlin will throw on the brakes. Nice play by the left fielder Gibbons to cut that ball off, but Marlin's knocked in all 3 runs today, and he's 3 for 3. It's 8-3 Orioles.
Boy, he is just swinging an unbelievably hot bat right now. Lines this just over the glove of a leaping Roberts at short, but a nice play in left by Jay Gibbons to hold him to a single.
And Kevin Jordan will bat for Ed Bosberg, who gives the Phillies 1 good scoreless inning. Here's the numbers on KJ. Batting at .281. And takes a strike.
I think right now they'd like to just get Mercedes to throw some pitches, get him out of the game, get into that bullpen. See if they can have the same luck they've had the first 2 nights.
2 outs here in the 6th, and Jordan fouls it back, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2, and a nice catch down below us. Key State Chrysler dealers sponsoring the cap day today. You see a lot of them in the stands. Good looking cap, and a perfect day to wear it on this sunny afternoon. Outside 1-2. There's the score. Phillies with a run in here in the 6th inning, still down by 5. But it was a 2-out RBI by Marlin. 2-2. Doug Glanville on deck. He's 1 for 3. And Kevin Jordan trying to deliver here, one of the toughest jobs in the game. Pinch hitting. He hasn't played much. Come off the bench and deliver.
The bench has done a super job this year.
And he fouls off a breaking ball. And Mercedes talking to himself a little bit there as he got a slider up in the zone. Brian Hunter, there's Turner Ward there in the middle. He has not seen action yet. Phillies just brought him up. Good at bat by Jordan. Down to the count 0-2, and now a full count. So that means the runner at first, Anderson, will be off.
Mercedes wanted this pitch here. Seemed kind of looking in going, come on.
Marlin will break. He goes, and Jordan fouls it off. Stays alive. $8-0 for the Orioles, 3-7-1 for the Phillies. Orioles have out-homered the Phils 3-1 today. Phillies have hit 5 pinch hit home runs this year, one of them by Kevin Jordan, a grand slam. And he nubs one to second. Hairston will throw him out. They pick up a run in the inning on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Thanks to Larry Anderson. Harry back in the 7th. Orioles by 5.
Today is June 17th. And Verizon Wireless has just the gift.
Hello?
Hey, Dad. Happy Father's Day. A Motorola phone loaded with features for just $19.99. So, do you like the phone?
I love it. Your mother and I were just programming it.
Now, sign up for a year on Single Rate Northeast and get 2,000 free weekend home minutes for life. Plus, nationwide long distance. Verizon Wireless, connecting more people in more places. Father's Day and every day.
KFC's new spicy barbecue wingy. Little honey make my tummy singy. Then smoked jalapeno and a long, slow stingy. 20 for $6.99, 8 for $2.99. But not for long.
Here's a look at the Mellon Financial Scoreboard. Our 5-year callable CD delivers a great rate. Stop by any of our offices, including supermarket locations, or call the Mellon Direct 24 Center at 1-800-MELLON-24. Mellon, the official bank of the Phillies.
Here's today's game summary. You see the Orioles broke out again on top, and so far today the Phillies haven't been able to catch him. Jose Mercedes has basically struggled through 6 innings, but he leads 8-3. Jeff Conine started with a 2-run homer. Brady Anderson has a 3-run homer, and Segui has 1. He's hit 2 in this series. Telemaco, Amari struggled today. 16 home runs in this series, and just sit back and watch it. These are the homers on Friday night. And now last night. And this afternoon, as Conine got it started, Brady Anderson, Marlon Anderson, and then David Segui put that one almost in the same spot he put the one last night, the first inning. Lots of long balls in the series. Orioles with a 5-run lead as we go to the 7th inning. 4th pitcher of the day for the Phillies, the left-hander Real Cormier. And for play-by-play, here's Harry.
All right, thanks, Wheels. And leading off for the Orioles will be Brian Roberts. Cormier is appearing in his 29th game. 3-1, 3.48 ERA, 1 save, 20 2/3 innings, 24 hits, 8 earned runs, 17 strikeouts, 7 walks, and Cormier will pick Roberts here. 1 quick out on 1 pitch here in the 7th. It'll bring up David Segui. Good play by Real Cormier. And David Segui will bat. He is grounded out. He's hit 1 of those home runs and his single. He has scored 2 runs. Well, you fans of the Shore, Phillies stadium organist Paul Richardson will be conducting a free concert in Sea Isle City, New Jersey on Wednesday night. This Wednesday night at 7:30 at the Promenade at the Boardwalk. 7:30 this Wednesday night. A free concert from the great Paul Richardson. He's a most entertaining guy and has done a tremendous job for us here at the ballpark. So you fans of the Shore, take advantage of that Wednesday night at 7:30. 1 strike to David Segui. Beats the ball foul. Segui batting right-handed for the first time today. He is hitting .400 as a right-hand hitter. Missing inside, 1-2 the count to Segui. Orioles lead by a score of 8-3. We are in the 7th inning. Missing inside. 2-2. Will be signing autographs tomorrow at the annual ALS Autograph and Auction Party here at the Vet. Right after that event, we'll be heading for Pittsburgh. 3-game series at the Buccos' new ballpark. Tuesday night, Bruce Chen against Joe Beimel. Full count to Segui. Ground ball hit to Marlon Anderson in shallow right field, and he throws out Segui. That's 2 down. Well, our business person special number 3 is coming up Wednesday, July 28th at 1 o'clock against the Montreal Expos. That'll be the 3rd business person special of the year. Compliments of Mellon, Vladimir Guerrero, and the Expos in July 28th, 1:05. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000. Business person special number 2 is going to be Wednesday against the Atlanta Braves, the 27th. Sends Abreu back near the track, does Jeff Conine, but it's a 1-2-3 inning for Raul Cormier. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Stretch time, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Orioles lead the Phils 8-3.
In a world where rivalries are a way of life.
Thought we had an agreement. You stay away, I stay away.
You have to be willing to risk everything.
It's our world, please believe. See, come on, y'all ain't feeling. Y'all don't like. Y'all ain't feeling. Y'all don't like. Y'all don't know who's steady.
The Fast and the Furious. Rated PG-13 at theaters Friday.
Introducing the Hertz Prestige Collection. Jaguar. Volvo. Lincoln. Land Rover. Part of the new Hertz Prestige Collection. If they're your kinds of cars, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige Collection.
It's time you had the best. Get $2,000 cash back or low 3.9 APR for 60 months on a Nissan Altima. Offers end July 5th. Nissan. Driven.
They are your heroes, so hold them in your hearts. Or hang them on your wall. Free Hometown Heroes poster, Sunday, July 1st, 1:35. Call 215-463-1000.
Our Dodge Stump the Fans trivia quiz this afternoon. How many 3-generation families have played Major League Baseball? The answer: the Hairstons, the Bells, and the Boones. First Phillies fan with a correct response was Jeff Slatkin of Wilmington, Delaware. Congratulations, Jeff. You're the winner of 2 tickets to an upcoming Phillies game. Thanks for playing Dodge Stump the Fans. Doug Glanville leads it off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it down the right field side. Be out of play. Nothing in 2 the count to Glanville, who is 1 for 3.
They're going to get their bullpen up for the... Well, yeah, it's the first time today, and the bullpen has been torched by the Phillies in this series, but Mercedes is getting up in the pitch count. That's Tremblay, I think, who we haven't seen. He does a pretty good job as a closer for them at times. And, you know, it's like Mike Hargrove wants to get him into the game as soon as possible if Mercedes gets into trouble.
1-2. Talking about the Boones, Ray Boone, of course, the first generation, great third baseman for Cleveland. Then Phillies catcher Bob Boone. And how about the year Brett's having?
Ooh. Brett's been bouncing all over the place, and now he's leading the league in RBIs.
That one is tracked down by center fielder Chris Richard. Brett Boone has 69 RBIs coming into play today. 1 down. Well, Sunday, July 15th, when the Phillies take on the Bronx Bombers, the New York Yankees. Don't laugh until you see the brand new Fanatic Rubber Ducky, free for all fans 14 and under. Compliments of Toyota. If you're over 15, you wish you weren't, because this is a great giveaway, Adam, when the Phillies take on the Yankees on July 15th, 1:35. Tickets are going very quickly, so we urge you to call now, 215-463-1000, or online at Phillies.com. The team with the Yankees on Sunday, I think, is close to a sellout.
That'll be big. So nice for the Phillies this year. They get that split weekend, and they stay home. The last few years we've traveled on that. It's been brutal. But they get the Toronto Blue Jays right before that, and then the Yankees for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
3-0 to count to Jimmy Rollins. Philly fanatic. Mullins takes a strike. He's got a hitting streak on the line, but he's trying to get on base. The Phillies need base runners. Jimmy, he'll take a walk to try to get something going here. It's that ball to deep right center, but it's going to stay in the yard. Chris Richard at the rim of the warning track. And that's 2 down here in the 7th.
Well, Mercedes is a guy we talked about earlier. He nibbles. And he's always known for a lot of pitches and a lot of base runners. But he doesn't give up that much when he pitches well. And that's what he's done today. I mean, they've had shots at him. Deep counts all over the place. And somehow you look up and you've only got 3 runs off.
In the second half he had last year, went 11-3 after the All-Star break last year.
Well, he hardly ever pitches ahead of anybody. But, you know, he doesn't give in. The thing you notice about him today is he hardly ever throws a ball in the middle of the plate.
1-0 to Abreu.
Nibble, nibble, nibble.
That's a lot of pitches here. But he has himself an 8-3 lead. Broken bat base hit right field off the bat of Bobby Abreu. His second hit of the ball game. Number 8 for the Phillies.
Well, Bobby Abreu is starting to get his hits and his walks again. He went through a hot streak, then a cold streak, and now he's getting it going again. And when you get hot, sometimes you get a break like that. You break your bat in half and still get a hit.
Scott Rowland has walked, flied out to right, and struck out. It was a big strikeout from Mercedes. It came in the 5th inning with the bases loaded. And he's a 1 away from his season and career high in strikeouts in a game, which is 8, which he had earlier this year against Tampa Bay. On strike to Rowland. A little bit wide, 1-1 the count to Scott Rowland.
I mean, if you were to go back and watch throughout this game with Mercedes, how many pitches he throws in, out, in, out. And he has managed to stay away from getting hurt in the middle of the plate.
Knocks him up foul behind the Phillies dugout.
Scott swung at a bad ball there. It was a breaking ball, or a fastball up. It was something that had a little bit of a cut to it, and he jammed himself. And he's had really poor swings today at Mercedes. He started to get it going again the other day, and today he hasn't been able to get real good swings at this guy.
So Mercedes ahead of Rowland, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tamper to second base. Hairston retires Rowland, and that'll be it for the Phils here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 8th inning here at Veterans Stadium. Baltimore 8 and the Phillies 3.
Lights of Broadway invite you to the magic of gerbils. The Examiner says, we are speechless. The Tribune says, we are also speechless. You've heard the reviews. Now come hear the music. Along with my toilet paper, too.
Not buying this? Buy this instead. Bud Light, America's best-selling premium light beer.
You'll get a kick out of gerbils.
It's time to get big summer savings on built Ford dump trucks during the Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Get up to $1,000 cash back on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck. Get up to $2,000 cash back on Ranger or choose 0-9 financing. So get out and save during the Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
If your house could talk, what would it say? I'm the house I am because of the tools he uses.
Look at him. He even looks like a pro.
The tools you buy at Lowe's are the ones the professionals use. Names like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Porter Cable. Because Lowe's understands the value of the right tool for the right job.
No wonder I'm the best-looking house on the block.
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Now through Father's Day, celebrate Tool Days at Lowe's with up to 50% savings on select tools.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. And by your Quality Plus Ford dealers. 8th inning here at Veterans Stadium. Orioles lead it by a score of 8-3, and Chris Richard will lead it off. Mercedes 130 pitches. And evidently he's convinced them, and he can pitch some more because the bullpen is quiet right now.
Well, they're caught in between probably. You know, they know he should get out of there after that many pitches, but after what they've seen the last 2 games, they're not in a hurry to go out to the pen.
Breaking ball for a strike to Richard. Breaking ball on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chris Richard. Ground ball, nub to first base. Travis Lee makes the unassisted put out. 1 down here in the 8th. And it'll bring up Jay Gibbons. Tuesday will be at brand new PNC Park in Pittsburgh for game 1 of a 3-game series. That'll be 7 o'clock. Bruce Chen goes for the Phils against Joe Beinel for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We'll be on Comcast Sportsnet on Tuesday night. Back on UPN next Sunday from Florida at 4 o'clock against the Marlins. Pretty well struck to the opposite field and out of here. Opposite field home run, Jay Gibbons. His 3rd home run of the year and yet another homer in this series. And it's 9-3 Baltimore.
Well, you can just play this game so long and try to play catch up, and it'll come up and catch you. And that's what's happened today. Cormier got that one a little bit in the middle of the plate. The ball is flying to left and left center, and once it got up in that wind, it took off and went into the bullpen for the home run.
We always chide about what a bandbox Camden Yards is. With all the home runs hit in this series, they're going to be on us about Veterans Stadium. Watch this Jerry Hairston fly, and he's going to slide into 3rd with a triple in the gap. Hairston's 3rd triple of the year.
Hairston's had a really difficult series here. He's hit a lot of fly balls to center field, but he finally got one in an alley, and you can see that he does have tremendous speed. There's a split down and away, and he hacks it into the gap in left center, and once it got past Glanville, you can see him really turn it on.
So the Phillies will bring the infield in about halfway with Fordyce the batter. Mike Kincaid has moved into the on-deck circle, so Mercedes is finished for the afternoon. Those bring the infield up with 1 out, and Harrison at 3rd base. Brooke Fordyce. It's been safe on an error, has popped up and grounded out. Cormier ahead of him, no balls and 2 strikes.
There's Mike Tremblay up again, so he'll come in. They'll try to get 2 out of him and pick up a win here today.
Fordyce is caught looking. He is called out on strikes. First strikeout for Cormier, 2 down, and Mike Kincaid will come out to pinch hit for Mercedes.
This is a strike. I mean, it's right there, and he took it. Yeah, that was mild. It was more of where was that as opposed to arguing with him.
Kincaid hitting at .286. 3 homers. He's knocked in 9. He's 2 for 3 as a pinch hitter. Eighth inning, and Jake Gibbons is homered here in the 8th for Baltimore, upping their lead to 9-3. Cormier. And a breaking ball for a called strike. Fly ball into right field, should be out of the inning. Bobby Abreu puts it away. The Orioles got a run on the homer by Gibbons. 2 hits in the inning, no errors, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 8th. It's Baltimore 9 and the Phillies 3. Balls and 2 strikes to Travis Lee.
The world champion New York Yankees, July 15th, 16th, and 17th. Call 215-463-1000.
The 260 horsepower Acura CL Type S.
The bagel. The hanging garden. The checkerboard. While some create a new pizza every month, like the Big Shtick, Papa John's would rather make the same pizza right, using quality ingredients. Maybe that's why we've been voted #1 4 years in a row. After all, why keep reinventing the pizza if you make it right the first time?
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
On the Toyota Interleague scoreboard, Boston still leading Atlanta. They're in the 7th inning. It's 4-2 Red Sox behind Frank Castillo. Colorado has a 4-1 lead on Cincinnati in the 8th inning. Larry Walker, a 3-run homer, is 21st. Toronto and Montreal are tied 1-1. They are in the 7th inning. Pittsburgh and Cleveland, pitchers duel here. Nothing in the 9th inning. Cleveland started C.C. Sabathia and Pittsburgh Todd Ritchie. Kansas City and Milwaukee, they're in the 6-1-1, exchanging solo homers. Joe Randa for KC, Richie Sexton for Milwaukee. St. Louis 5-2 lead on the White Sox in the 6th, and in that game, Mark McGwire was ejected. The Cubs have a 4-2 lead on Minnesota in the 5th inning behind Kerry Wood. And here it is 9-3. We have quite a few changes. Brady Anderson has moved from right to left field. Moving from center field to right field is Chris Richard, and Melvin Mora now playing center field for Baltimore. And the new pitcher is 34-year-old Mike Tremblay. Tremblay has good stats. He's 1-2, lost 1, saved 4, a 2.84 ERA. This is 32nd game. One ball and no strikes to Pat Burrell. Tremblay has pitched 38 innings, 25 hits, 12 earned runs. He has struck out 33, walked 18. And opponents hitting just a .191 against him.
He blew a save the other night against the Mets. We've seen him before, though. He has pretty good split. Breaking ball and fastball. His split's his out pitch.
See his numbers. Pretty good numbers. 2 balls and a strike to Pat Burrell, who was struck out twice and walked and scored a run. Bottom of the 8th, Baltimore on top by a score of 9-3. Up and in, 3 balls and a strike to Burrell. Ground ball in the hole, a base hit to left field. So Pat Burrell is a leadoff base runner here for the Phillies in the 8th inning.
Well, Phillies just looking for base runners, and Pat Burrell got a fastball, 3-1. Lead off a single, 6 runs down, so they just have to try and get some people on base.
Travis Lee is 2 for 3. Slams the ball foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to Travis Lee. O's lead by a score of 9-3. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jose Mercedes going 7 innings. Now it's Trombley.
Well, that was close. But, you know, I mean, he's a little inconsistent today.
1-2 the count to Lee. Beats the ball foul, still 1-2.
That looked like his changeup, his splitter. And that's what Trombley's out pitch is. And you see, showed what good numbers that he has. And, you know, when you have that kind of numbers against left-handed hitters and you're a right-handed pitcher, you usually have a good changeup of some kind. Or some kind of trick pitch.
He's high with it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Travis Lee.
Orioles are playing off Pat Burrell at first base with a left-handed batter Lee and a big lead. So they're taking that hole away.
David Segui, you see. Still 2-2 to Lee. Phillies have a couple of tryout camps coming up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, Tuesday, June 26th at Lackawanna County Stadium. Registration at 9:30. All camps start at 10. And then Thursday, June 28th at Rich Ashburn Field across the street from the vet in FDR Park. Tryout camps are for players ages 15 to 22. Bring your own glove and spikes. American Legion players must bring written permission from their post captain commander. Ken Holtzapfel, Mage McDonald, Rob Holloway, Joe Romano, and Del Mintz will be there for those tryout camps in Scranton Tuesday, June 26th. And at FDR Park in Philly, 28th. Registration at 9:30. Long run for Jeff Conine, but he's going to run out of room. It's about 4 rows back. And it's still 2-2 to Travis Lee.
Travis Lee's giving this guy a really good at bat because he's throwing him a lot of those changeups. A few fastballs, but he's trying to get him out with a changeup.
a base hit after fouling off a lot of pitches. Burrow had stopped at second, so they have to hold there. The ball was juggled by Chris Richard out there.
Yeah, but you have to stop there. I mean, Pat did a great job of aggressively going through the bag at second, but the worst thing that can happen is that somebody thrown out in the bases when you're down by 6 runs. Great at bat by Travis Lee. Finally got a pitch he could handle. There, see, it's bobbled there by Richard, but but Pat Burrell had already been held by Mark Bombard. Here comes Mark Wiley out. They have seen almost everybody they brought into a game this weekend torched. And Tremblay's the last guy to come out of their bullpen. And they certainly don't want to see a repeat. There's Buddy Groom. He actually had one good inning here the other night.
Groom has been the only bullpenner in this series that has been effective. You see their relievers' earned run average. It's 4th highest in the American League. Johnny Estrada will be the batter here with 2 men on base and nobody out.
Now, Johnny Estrada has to be careful here, because what Tremblay is going to try and do is what happened last time. Is just throw something soft away and try and get him to hook it to the right side into that rally-killing double play. So if the ball's away from him, he has to think hit it away or take it.
$36,911 the paid attendance here. And this Father's Day 2001. Fitted caps for all men. 15 and over today.
Now there's that a good approach that he just had. You throw that changeup down and away, take it, because that's a double play ball. Tried it
Another
again.
one. Missed with it. 2-0.
He's a veteran pitcher, and that's what he's trying to do. He threw a fastball that time, but he's still trying to just nibble away to try and get that double play.
At the outside corner with that one. Tremblay spent most of his career with Minnesota. Last year he was with Baltimore. And he's fallen behind Estrada 3-1.
Well, Johnny really has to lock into his zone now. Marlin on deck is red hot. 3 for 3 today. Knocked in all 3 Phillies runs.
And Tremblay loses Estrada. He's liable to be out of there. Full count to Estrada.
That was actually a pretty good pitch to hit. It wasn't one of those low ones down and away that's a double play ball waiting to happen.
Be 639 lifetime is Tremblay with 42 saves. Base hit right field. Burrow being waved around. He will score, and it's a 9-4 ball game on the RBI single by Johnny Estrada.
Hey, that's a heck of an at-bat by Johnny Estrada. And here comes Hargrove, and he's going to bring Groom in to pitch to Anderson. But, you know, he didn't go fishing early in the count the way that they were trying to get him to do. He finally got to 3-2, and he had a better idea that he might get a sinker down and away, and that ball he could handle. And hooks it into right field for the base hit. So, boy, the bullpen this weekend for the Orioles has really been a struggle.
So they'll bring in the left-hander, Buddy Groom, to face Marlon Anderson. We have a pitching change for the Baltimore Orioles. We are in the 8th inning. Phillies trying to battle back. They trail 9-4. Buddy Groom is coming on to pitch for the Orioles. 2 men on base, a run across, and nobody out. The veteran workhorse Buddy Groom comes on, talks it over with Brook Fordyce, the catcher. Pitching change, 9-4 Orioles. Back after these messages.
Atlanta Braves, June 25th, 26th, and 27th. Call 215-463-1000.
In the world of compact pickups, only one truck can have the most available power. Only one can offer the most towing. Only one has the biggest standard bed. Only one has been ranked most appealing compact pickup for 4 straight years. The interesting thing is that all these superlatives can be found on only one truck, Dodge Dakota. Now get 0% financing and a $1,000 cash allowance on Dodge Dakota.
Veteran Buddy Groom is the new pitcher. 35 years of age. Groom, a workhorse over the years. This will be his 27th game. He's won 1, lost 2, saved 3, a 4.64 ERA. 21 in the third innings, 19 hits, 11 earned runs. Has struck out 20, walked 3.
Big day for Marlon Anderson. Started with a 2-run home run, a long one. Next time up, got himself a real nice. Well, that was Rollins last night. Got himself a nice bunt base hit, and there was the RBI hit by Marlon his last time up.
So he is 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 men on base, nobody out. Still trying to bunt his way on, but took a breaking ball for a strike. Marlon has never faced this left-hander, Buddy Groom.
There's Turner Ward, who they just brought up from the minor leagues, a veteran who is a switch hitter.
Calling a strike to Marlon Anderson. Hard ground ball off the glove of Segui, and Hairston falls down, and the ball gets away from Groom. Coming in to score, Travis Lee. Going to third, Estrada. And all of a sudden, it is a 9-5 game. Still nobody out in the 8th.
And David Segui, one of the best fielding first basemen in baseball, had a bullet hit at him, but had a play and doesn't make it. Watch. I mean, the runner's in his way a little bit right there. In fact, maybe Estrada distracted him, but still, he throws the ball away there when Anderson, he has no play on Anderson, and the inning continues. Here it is, the finish of the play here, as he was probably distracted a little bit by Estrada. Probably be a hit and an error.
Double error? Yeah, it's a double error on David Segui.
Who is, I said, really a good fielding first baseman.
So here is Turner Ward to bat for Raul Cormier. First and third, nobody out. It's now 9-5. And Ward takes it wide for a ball, 1-0. He was hitting .284 in 44 games at Strand Wilkes-Barre. Lifetime batting average in the major leagues, .251. He's played for Cleveland, Toronto, Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, and Arizona. And not holding Marlon Anderson on, so he wisely moves up to second base. No stolen base.
Rick Hargrove just looking on like, you got to be kidding.
Two and nothing to Turner Ward. Breaking ball over for a strike.
Buddy Groom coming with a backdoor breaking ball here and getting it over.
Ward, 36 years of age. Chased the low fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Sinking fastball there from Groom, maybe out of the strike zone.
2-2 to Turner Ward. Ground ball, base hit, center field. 2 runs will score, and the Phillies are are within 2 here in the 8th inning. It's 9-7. As Baltimore's bullpen continues to struggle. Turner Ward's first AB as a Philly is a successful one.
That sent Mike Hargrove right up the tunnel, and here comes Wiley, the pitching coach, out again. Good job by Turner Ward there. Hits a hard ground ball past the shortstop Roberts into center field. 4-run inning. Phillies have had 2 7-run innings in this series. Marlon Anderson has had some day, even though the last ball was recorded as an error. He's been on base 4 times today.
So it is now 9-7. Still nobody out in the 8th inning, and Ryan Kohlmeyer will get up in the bullpen.
He was in the game the other night, threw a couple of home run balls in his appearance.
Doug Glanville is 1 for 4.
There's Hargrove. He's back. Phillies run a lot. Turner Ward not likely to run. He's had a lot of leg problems. That's one of the reasons why they had to DL him out of spring training.
Trying to bunt his way on, bunting foul. 1 strike to Doug Glanville.
What a great idea by Doug Glanville. If he could have caught Conine back at third and gotten that ball out on the turf. I mean, the Phillies are doing this all different ways. I mean, they really haven't scalded the ball in this inning. They're just getting base runners.
3 straight singles by Burrell, Travis Lee, and Johnny Estrada. Then the error, the double error on David Segui, and then a pinch single by Ward.
You see those guys on the bench, you know, you do this enough, all of a sudden you think it's going to happen again.
Oh, nice play by Groom. They're not going to turn the double play on the fleet Glanville, but they almost did. Glanville's only grounded into 1 double play, second toughest in the league to double up, but good play by Buddy Groom.
This ball looked like it had a chance to go right through the wickets and up the middle, too. It's a change-up. That's some play he makes.
Yes, it is.
And most guys are doubled on that. As Harry said, I mean, Glanville's so hard to double. It almost turns a spectacular double play here. Good turn by Richards, the shortstop, as he got a lot on that throw. Roberts, I mean, the shortstop.
Brings on Jimmy Rollins, who is 0 for 4. He has a 10-game hitting streak on the line. Just missing 1 ball and no strikes to Rollins. Missed the breaking ball. 1-1.
Phillies pinch hitters, their bench has just been incredible this year. And Turner Ward, in his first appearance, knocks in a couple.
Missing the breaking ball. 1-2 the count to Jimmy Rollins.
They're guarding the line now, too, with Conine at third. Rollins has a huge hole in that left side. Jimmy's overswinging a little bit right now. It's almost like he's trying to tie this up. You want to get a base hit, something here, and keep the inning alive. No.
That held his hands back. His body moved, but he kept the hands back. He did check the swing. 2-2.
Keeps pounding him inside with these sliders, too. And there you see Rollins hold up. They may be setting up to go away after all this stuff in.
Pretty well hit to the opposite field, but Richard makes the catch right in front of the warning track. And that's 2 down. Holding his ground at first is Doug Glanville. It'll bring up Bobby Abreu. Abreu has singled, fly to left, walked and singled. Fastball for a strike. Breaking ball hit on the ground to Segui, and that will retire the side. Phillies score 4 in the inning. They do so on 4 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 man left. We go to the 9th inning. It's Baltimore 9 and the Phils 7.
Got a big meeting tomorrow, but afraid you might oversleep? Well, rest assured that we'll get you up at 555 Bell with our Liberty Bell wake-up call. Let freedom ring and wake you up with 555 Bell.
Time to wake thee up, Mr. Fields. Thank you, 555 Bell.
Not buying this? Buy this instead. Bud Light, America's best-selling premium light beer.
That's 555 Bell. We'll ring your bell.
Look, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Some things you should just keep to yourself.
What do I have to do to make you listen?
Returning qualified Gold Key customers can lease a Dodge Stratus Coupe for $199 a month.
I left the truck unlocked. No, his ears were a bit bigger and the nose was longer. Next thing I knew, the truck was gone.
This him, sir?
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
Can't get enough peanuts? Get a Payday. Sweet caramel and tons of salty peanuts.
I don't know if this is such a good idea. Come on, we only have a few more miles to go.
What if people treated you the way you treat your car?
Suck it up! Let's go!
Treat your vehicle right with quality new truck tires from just $54.99. All you need to know is where to go. Pet Boys.
Continuing our Toyota Interleague scoreboard, Texas leads Houston 5-2. A-Rod Alex Rodriguez, his 20th homer, a 3-run shot. Both Houston's runs coming on Craig Biggio's home runs. Numbers 8 and 9 for pitch. Dodgers and Anaheim just underway. 0-0 in the first. San Francisco 0-0 against Oakland also in the first. Tampa Bay has a first-inning run on Florida for Joe Kennedy, that impressive left-hander for Tampa Bay. Ryan Dempster for Florida. Detroit and Arizona will start shortly. Kurt Schilling on the mound for the Diamondbacks, looking for his 11th win. Seattle at San Diego, and the night game finds the New York Yankees at the New York Mets. And here, Jose Mesa comes on to pitch the ninth, try to keep it a 2-run game, give the Phillies a shot in the bottom half. Mesa appearing at his 28th game, 1-1, 17 saves, 3.33 ERA, 27 innings, 24 hits, 10 runs. He has struck out 25, walked 13, and opponents are hitting .238 against him. Right-handers, surprisingly, hitting better than left-handers. Jose Mesa will face Brady Anderson, who is 1 for 4. He has struck out 3 times, but he's also clubbed a 3-run home run. Mesa's pitched quite a bit to Brady Anderson. Lifetime Anderson is 5 for 21 against Jose Mesa. (9-7) Orioles lead here in the 9th inning. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to Brady Anderson.
Well, as Harry said, this is important because they're back to within 2. They battle like heck to get 4 runs in that 8th inning to get it to 2. And you just don't want to let the Orioles break that momentum and add anything on here, or it'll really be tough.
Mesa falls behind Brady Anderson, 3-0. Three balls and a strike. him. So Anderson is a leadoff base runner. And it'll bring up Brian Roberts. Roberts is 1 for 4. He well could be bunting here to try to get an extra run for the Orioles.
Probably will. And also Estrada missed 2 balls that Mesa threw. So that's a little bit of a concern here with a base runner on, that he could move up on a wild pitch. Phillies had their first pass ball of the season today.
Yeah, and even though Brady Anderson is 37, he's 7 for 7 in stolen bases.
He can run. Stolen 308 bases in his career.
There he is. No bunt, fouled out of play by Brian Roberts.
Well, Hargrove's thinking could be that if you bunt him, then you take the bat out of Segui's hands, because Larry Bowa could walk him to get to Conine. So in this situation, he does not want to lose Segui, I guess.
And the way this series is gone, he's probably figuring, let's get as many runs as we can.
So what's one more? Maybe we can get 2 or 3.
Nubbing ground ball. And nice play. They get the out at second base. Marlon Anderson kind of gambled there, but they got Brady Anderson at second base. Really? Roberts at first on a fielder's choice.
I think he had a chance to get him at second. It was a broken bat ground ball. He didn't hit it all that hard, but I mean, he makes some of the darndest plays. He just flipped that thing to Jimmy Rollins and beat a speedy Brady Anderson. How he threw that.
Yeah. Gets the lead runner. And it'll bring up David Segui, who is 2 for 4 with a home run. David Segui, pretty good lifetime numbers against Mesa. He is 5 for 12 lifetime against Mesa. All of them singles. 1-0. Orioles lead 9-7. We are in the 9th inning. Just missing.
It's that big double error here by Segui, who's such a good fielder. Johnny Estrada distracted him a little bit. Makes an error on the ball and then on a throw. 2 errors on one play by a really good defensive player.
Two balls and no strikes to Segui. A fastball by him, 2-1. Brian Roberts, first base, 1 out here in the 9th inning. Missing. 3 balls and a strike. Game of Cincinnati is over. Colorado has beaten the Reds by a score of 4-3. Todd Helton with a home run. Jeff Conine waiting on deck. After the high hard one, it's a full count now to David Segui. That fastball up there at 94.
Yeah, he knows this is ball 4, but it looked too good to stay off and chases it. They don't run a whole lot, do the Orioles? And they probably, maybe they're more worried about a strikeout double play here than a ground ball double play. See what the runner on first base, Roberts, does.
Roberts had 23 steals down at Rochester, so he runs pretty well. He takes off. Ground ball back up the middle. Jimmy Rollins, no play anywhere. And an infield single for David Segui.
Well, what that did was, by the runner going, it got Rollins in the vicinity so that he's able to stop this ball. He almost makes a spectacular play. But Roberts probably could have first to thirded on that play if he hadn't gotten to it. Just the way it was hit. Now see what happens when the ball's hit. Rollins is covering, so it gets him over in that area. And stops it at least, so they don't have a first and third.
2 men on base, 1 out for Jeff Conine, who was 2 for 4 as homered and singled. Knocked in 2 and scored 2. One strike to Conine. Jose Mason, his first inning in relief of Real Cormier. Cormier going 2 innings, charged with a run on 2 hits. Fastball straight back. 0-2 the count to Conine.
Really has Conine pulling off. They might be able to get him out with something away. Middle in would be a danger zone right now the way he's exiting. Watch his hip fly open. See, he's having a little trouble getting the ball away. And a breaking ball, hard slider here, something like that, they might be able to strike him out.
He's 0 for 6 lifetime against Mesa. So not real comfortable hitting against Jose. Way away, 1-2. Two men on base, 1 out. Just missing with the slider. 2 balls and 2. I guess that was a fastball.
And just a little bit wide. You see Estrada try to bring it back, and it was outside.
2-2 to Conine. Base hit left field. Burrow charges, and they respect Burrow's arm, and they will hold Roberts at third base, even though he is a speedy runner. And the bases are now loaded with Orioles with 1 out.
Well, Mesa struggling here in this inning. That pitch was got in the middle of the plate a little bit, and there's Burrow on, as he always is. He charges the ball so well that he's getting a lot of respect around the league, and they're going to stop runners.
And leads the National League in outfield assists with 10 of them. Mesa in trouble here. They're loaded with 1 out for Chris Richard. Richard is 1 for 4 with a 2-run double. Nothing to Richard. Fouls it out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Chris Richard. Mesa trying to get out of a 9th inning jam here. Orioles lead 9-7. They have them loaded with 1 out. Fly fly ball into left field. The wind's going to push it back so that Burrell is going to be pretty deep in left. Roberts is going to tag, and he's going to be able to score easily. So it's now 10-7 on a sac fly by Chris Richard. And the runners hold.
That ball started out that it might just be a shallow fly ball, but as Harry says, the wind really picks it up and drives it to deep left field where he can't do anything. There you see the runner Roberts, who's speedy, tagging, and Burrell's just too deep to do anything with that. You notice all the wrappers are down in that left field corner, and that's a perfect indication of the wind is blowing everything down towards left field.
Yeah, he didn't hit it all that well, but he got it up in the air, and it just blew out to too deep for Burrell to make a play on the runner scoring. So it's 10-7, and here's Melvin Mora batting for the first time. It's a ground ball to Marlon Anderson. That will retire the side. Baltimore gets an insurance run here in the ninth inning. They do it with 2 hits, no errors, leaving 2. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Orioles 10, Phillies 7.
Welcome, everybody. We had a profitable year last year. Very profitable. Made a lot of money. Anyway, enjoy the festivities. I really can't stay.
Nobody wants to work for someone who doesn't think about their needs.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Luckily, for 2.8 million Independence Blue Cross customers, that's not a problem. Their employers provide access to the finest health care coverage available. Can you say the same for your company?
Are there any more pretzels?
Independence Blue Cross. You deserve it.
Want more from a sport utility? Test drive the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback. More ground clearance than a Ford Explorer Sport. More cargo space than a Jeep Cherokee. More miles per gallon than any leading midsize SUV. Add a smooth car-like ride and you have a sport utility with a whole lot more. Outback, the world's first sport utility wagon.
See your local dealer during the Subaru all-wheel drive away and lease a brand new 2001 Outback for only $249 a month.
Now at Taco Bell, experience the excitement of the Tomb Raider movie when you play the Tomb Raider Instant Win game. Win instantly or match pictures on Game Piece Triangles and win. And now when you get a new grilled stuffed burrito, you get big, bold, sizzling flavor and another chance to play.
I saw that.
Tomb Raider. See it in theaters. Play it at the Bell.
Don't you just want to take them home and put them in your bathtub? Free Fanatic Rubber Ducky courtesy of Toyota Sunday, July 15th when the Phils play the Yankees. Call 215-463-1000.
Bottom of the ninth. Baltimore leads the Phils by a score of 10-7. Scott Rowland will lead it off. Buddy Groom is on the mound for the Orioles. And the Phils hoping they can pull out another one here against the Orioles bullpen. They need 3 to keep this game alive. Rowland's 0 for 3 with a walk, and Groom delivers low for a ball, 1-0. Game's over at Turner Field, and Boston has beaten Atlanta 4-3. And ball and 1 strike to Scott Rowland. Ryan Kohlmeyer stays up in the Orioles bullpen. Missing with a breaking ball, 2 balls and a strike. Fouls it out of play, 2-2 the count to Rowland. He followed by Pat Burrell and then Travis Lee here in the 9th inning. Time is called as Jerry Hurston, the second baseman, is doing something with his sunglasses. They're evidently broken. David Segui is.
Well, this type of sunglasses, the lenses pop in and out, and it looks like it popped out. And I've been through this where you can't quite figure how to get them back. But it's usually not in front of 36,000 people when that happens.
Hairston says he's ready to go. 2-2 the count to Scott Rowland. Fouls this one into the upper deck. And back down to the lower deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It holds. Another foul ball, still 2-2. After this game, the Phils are on the road and back here with a big series against Atlanta on the 25th, 26th, and 27th.
And then 5 with Florida.
Doubleheader on Thursday, the 28th.
And they are a very tough team with that pitching staff. You knew it early in the year when the Phillies were beating them that if they ever got that staff together, look out, they're going to be trouble. And they just got to 500, and they are tough to beat because they don't give up much.
And all the games against Florida were really close games, right down to the wire. Ground ball, shortstop. Roberts throws rolling out. That's one down here in the 9th inning, and will bring up Pat Burrow.
Well, he stayed away from him for the most part in that at bat, and then came in and really jammed him. Grounds out to short.
Burrow is 1 for 3, has struck out twice, walked and singled, and has scored 2 runs. This wide with a breaking ball. One to Burrow. One ball and 2 strikes. Just wide, 2-2. And with a breaking ball, struck him out, and that's 2 down here in the 9th inning.
Well, if the Phillies run out of miracles today, the reason in this game, bullpen was so good in the first 2 games, they didn't give up anything behind the starters. Today, they weren't able to hold the fort, and they're not going to be able to catch up unless they have a real miracle there. Struck him out with a changeup.
Travis Lee is 3 for 4 this afternoon. Looks at one over for a called strike. Two quick strikes to Travis Lee. And Buddy Grew has come in to do the job today for Mike Hargrove.
Well, the biggest thing that happened was when he made that play on the ground ball back through the middle by Glanville. They finally got an out and stopped that inning at 8th inning, and since then he's been tough.
And off the low and away breaking ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 2-2 to Travis Lee. He is rung up, and that will end the ball game. Buddy Groom has a 1-2-3 9th inning as Baltimore salvages a game in this series. The O's win by a score of 10-7. Jeff Conine with a home run. One of 4 4 Oriole home runs. Brady Anderson hit a 3-run shot. David Segui also homered, as did Jay Gibbons. As Baltimore winning by a score of 10-7 here at Veterans Stadium before 36,911. 10-7 final, Orioles. Jose Mercedes getting the win, and we'll be back with the totals and a recap right after these messages.